it, but like I used that during the Candlestick finale, if I remember correctly. No. I used Comp Sister Todd.
I was gonna have it so that when you guys joined, it was gonna be playing Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
There's that one
It's
time I
gonna
got
set
Tyler.
up for a
I
whole
got Tyler
joke, and
with
then
All Star.
Yeah, you did get me with All Stars, true. Anyway, so as you guys can see, we have a new party member here today. If you look at the lovely title card that I put together, Neni the Halfling has joined us. And if you don't know anything about Neni from me ranting about her in the group chat because she's fucking hilarious conceptually, well, you'll find out more about her because we're starting with her. So, as like a sort of introductory kind of number, I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna kill you people. As a sort of introductory thing, Neni, so you are a minor in the, and that's M-I-N-E-R, you're of age.
Whoa.
Neni is an adult minor. Figure that one out.
So, yeah, Neni,
It's a major minor.
Shut up. Yeah, you're a minor suspended, anyway.
Suspended from the ceiling. Thank you.
Anyway, so yeah, you're a miner in the mining town of Blazingdale, and it's been a long work day.
I think I figured it out.
What?
Are you a Final Fan or no? Are you a Fire Emblem character?
That would explain.
8,000-year-old, 13-year-old.
No, Fire
Oh my
Emblem.
God.
No, Fire Emblem characters go around and they get into property disputes at 17 years old. A bunch of bishies kill each other over inheritance disputes. Is how I summarize Fire Emblem.
No, that's actually the most unrealistic part of Fire Emblem. Is they own property.
Anyway, so anyway, Nini, yeah, it's been a long day, and you're just like taking like one last break before you head home. You're at like a little campsite outside of the mine that you just yanked a whole bunch of iron out of and whatever. You had your haul for the day, and you're like sitting at the fire, and your best work friend is there with you. Can you tell me about who they are?
Alright, so my best work friend. Not sure their name, but I'm pretty sure it began with an M. We hang out all the time. Sometimes he tells me not to touch the fire, but it's really, really pretty, so I always give it a try. Just one.
Okay. And is he like a human, a dwarf, or something like that?
Which finger?
Oh, whole hand. What?
Oh, I thought you said just one finger. Okay.
No, just
Just
one
one
time.
touch. Oh, just one time. Okay. I thought you were just saying every time he told you it was just one finger that you tried it with.
No.
One time, every time.
So,
Yeah.
so I'm picturing like a dwarf, like a surly kind of dwarf dude.
That's
Yeah,
racist.
yeah.
No, it's not. Shut
No,
up.
he keeps me from doing stupid stuff, but also the
So,
temptation is there.
we're gonna call him. It started with it. Let's call him Murdoch. So Murdoch is there, and he's sitting there, and he just kept you from putting your hand in the fire because it's really pretty. And he says, Nini, you're a strong young lady. Why didn't you ever do anything other than just hitting rocks all day? Ain't you got any dreams?
I do sleep at night, and those are dreams.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You got any aspirations, little girl? You have any goals, or do you want to do anything?
I don't play sports, so I don't have goals.
Holy shit! This is better than I ever could have imagined.
I had to mute myself because I laughed too much.
Tyler is now he is now DMing a campaign that metaphor cannot exist because nobody has a high enough intelligence to understand it.
We are the party of brain
Excuse you,
cell.
I have a modifier of 1 on my intelligence.
Ooh.
Look at Mr. College degree over here.
Yeah, he's a motherfucking genius.
So Murdoch looks at you and he kind of smiles and sighs and is like, "Alright. Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna go take a whiz behind a tree and then we can start packing up and heading home for the night. Don't touch the fire while I'm out, okay?"
No promises.
You better promise. And he goes and he goes to do his thing. And he's there for, as long as it takes to pee, kind of longer, I guess. The tree line's a little bit. What do you do in the meantime?
I kind of just sit there and I look around. He told me not to touch anything, so I'm just sitting there waiting.
Well, good. So you're sitting there and you're kind of bored out of your mind. And then you hear, just from the tree line, you just hear what is very clearly Murdoch's voice just scream in terror, and you hear, "Ah!" in the background. What do you do?
I pick up my shit and I run that way.
All right. It's gotta skip 3 times because you fuckers no. Fucking hate you people. So anyway, you break the tree line and you see Murdoch. You see Murdoch caught very clearly with his pants down, and standing over him is an orcish warrior with his battle axe drawn, and he doesn't look like he's seen you yet. What do you do?
Alright, so I cover half my vision to not look at Murdoch's dong, and with my other thing, I take out my war pick, and then I decide, whatever, and hit.
Okay. Yeah, you run up to this orc, and you just, and you're not very tall. We established Neni's, 3 feet even.
Yeah, halfling size.
Yeah, so you go up and you just, drive your war pick into his fucking knee. It's, absolutely destroy his leg and basically hamstring him. And the orc falls over and just, drops his battle axe and tries to make a move for it. But he's unable to. And Murdoch looks at you and he quickly pulls his pants up and he's like, "Oh, damn, girl, you only just about decapitated a damn orc, or whatever you call getting rid of their legs."
Kneecapitated.
All right.
Damn it.
And that's where we end tonight. Very good job, everyone. You're all level 5 now.
That's all we needed.
So anyway, so the 3 of you guys, with Spicy in tow, you guys, with Solrun leading the way, go from Waterdeep and you make your way into the Dales, which is to the northeast in the forest of Cormanthor. And as day breaks on your 5th or 6th day of traveling, Blazingdale peeks over the horizon and you guys get into town around mid-noon, give or take. So Solrun, you're the native here. What's your play? Where's the first place you want to
go? First place is Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Oh man, for audio, it's Josh put a picture of a stick figure with his dong. Murdoch canonically has an innie. It's very unfortunate. Anyway,
first place I guess is home. Fuck off.
My god, you guys are the worst. Just please tell me what is happening.
I think it needs to be thicker though.
Anyway, I would love to
editing the legs to be shorter, and then he commented that you should edit the dick to be thicker, I believe.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening.
I'm gonna have to have this campaign muted because, oh my god.
I knew Neni was a great addition to all this, but I didn't know how much power she'd have immediately, and not just strength power. Anyway, Solrun, where's the first place you're going? Fuck.
First place I'm going is home, the farm that my parents work on.
Okay. And Morven and Arctos, you guys are free to go with her if you would like to. You're not forced to. You can go anywhere you would like. But if you do come along, you guys make it to the farm, which is one of the outlier farms. Kind of like it's middle of the road. It's not too close to town. It's not too far, and everything looks fine. Looks like it hasn't been touched by the supposed orc raids.
That's a relief. And I'm gonna pet my chickens and stuff while I'm driving the wagon up there.
Okay. And as you pull up, and I have like so much Facebook message stuff to get through before I remember what your parents' names are. But you pull up, and out of the front door steps your dad. And what does your dad look like? Your dad, Hilmar. Hilmar.
That's right, Gilmar. Not beardless, but he has some pretty thick stubble going on.
Okay.
Typical stocky elf, Jesus Christ, dwarf. Blue eyes, brown hair.
It's sweet. So Hilmar waves at you from the front door and is like, "Well, look at you. You might have actually put on some muscle there. Come and give your old pops a hug."
Oh, okay. I'm gonna throw myself down from the wagon and I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna give him a bear hug.
Aw. Contest strength, because he's gonna try and do it back to you.
That is 18.
Oh yeah, you lift him off the ground. He's like, all right. What
And
are
he's
you?
dead.
Yeah, your dad's dead. Congratulations. And he's
It's like a water balloon.
How tragic.
So, what are you doing home so early? I thought you had a big errand to take care of.
Oh yeah, that got sorted out.
That was damn quick. So, what does this mean? You a knight yet?
Well, I don't know about any of that, but more pressingly right now, don't you see what I rode in with? And I'll point to my friggin' wagon full of lumber and the chickens and the cows and the goats.
Oh hell! Tibera, get out of here! Solruin's home. And your mother pops on out. She does pretty much the exact same thing. Gives you like a big old hug and welcomes you home. And then she goes and immediately like takes stock of all the animals. And she's like, oh my goodness, oh me, oh my goodness. This is pouring over the animals. Arctos and Morven, are you guys here with Solrin?
Yeah, might as well.
But do you want to point out this might be the first truly altruistic thing anybody has ever done in a D&D campaign? Is bring supplies home for their family.
Like real shit. In this group, yes.
This chicken is Sunny, and this goat is Feta.
Aaron, who's your friends?
Arctos is like, hey, hello, Arctos. We're traveling companions, I guess.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah, no, you use the word friends very liberally. Me and Solrun are friends. This guy just tags along every now and then. And my name's Morven.
And Arctos is gonna look at Morven and be like, what do you mean I just tag along?
Well, not like it for interesting.
He thinks he's funny. He thinks he's better than us just because he's got a fancy piece of paper.
Morven's like, we're not friends.
Yeah, well, you keep my daughter safe, and you're friends of mine, and I thank you for that. Now listen, it's well before dinner time, Sol. I'm sorry we can't feed you quite yet, but you come back a little bit later, we can talk about it. There's been some crazy stuff happening down in the city proper. You remember that Strongarm girl? You know, the halfling, the one that can rip a tree out of the ground, pretty much.
Ooh, yeah, I reckon I remember the one, huh?
Yeah. Well, surrounding farms have been having orc problems lately, and word has it that she done knocked one out and brought it to town. So, been in an uproar over there. If you looking to do something nice for the town while you're in, they might have
How'd she
something
do
for
it?
you. Well, rumor says that she just went and took a pick to his leg. Damn near chopped the whole damn
Oh.
thing off.
She decapitated him. Or he ne-
Fuck.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm being called.
Yeah.
That's an official Candlestick kill now.
Oh yeah, no. This episode is gonna be called Kneecapitation.
Finish him.
Every time Tyler's like, so how'd you do it? Kneecapitation.
Well, I wouldn't know. All I know is how to take care of corn and animals, I guess. Well, that's just my suggestion. What do you do? What do you two do? You guys knights? You don't look like knights.
Arctos is gonna chip. I mean, he's gonna do. Oh yes, I'm a scholar at a very prestigious college up in Neverwinter. Or at least I was.
Fascinating. He kind of looks just like. It's just like looks like. Yeah, sure. And you, what's your deal, old man?
Do you want my official title or what I claim?
What's more interesting?
Oh, definitely what I claim.
Then go with that.
Name's Mormon and I fuck bears.
I am a defender of nature.
A bear fuck.
Well, you got my vote then. All I
But
do
the
is
common-
nature.
But the common folk would call it being homeless.
You're all right. I can see why Solrune hadn't killed you yet. Well, like I said, we don't exactly have dinner ready yet. But, y'all are welcome to peep around the farm as long as y'all don't mess shit up. And,
So Tyler, I have a question.
hey, what's up?
Because we kind of ended the last campaign on a cliff note here.
Oh, yeah.
Did I find out where my guy was going on vacation?
No,
Was
they
it
have
implied that it was here?
they have no idea.
Oh, great.
They were just like, no, the old man just like wandered off and we have no idea where he was.
So I guess I'm going to ask about what kind of churches are in town?
Oh, well, it's a good thing
What
you
kind of
asked me that
temples,
because
I
I need to
guess?
fucking look that up real quick.
You should probably find that because I guess I got to go find my friend.
Well, there's a lot of dwarves in town, and we do lots of mining, so we've got a nice temple to Dumathoin in the center of town. You might want to talk to them. No appreciation. No appreciation for proper miners in this, for farmers in this town, I tell you. All a bunch of rockheads, but they keep the money flowing. What can you do?
Oh, well, of course, of course.
Sorry about that. Back now.
You're good. So with that whole exchange commenced, you guys want to head to town and get the party together so we can actually start doing shit and not leaving people out. That's my main thing.
Yes, on the way there, I want to talk to Salil and Sela and be like, do you really think he meant that we're not friends?
Let me just like remember my voices for Soleil and Sela. For Emily,
Like-
that's
Is this internal or are you actually verbalizing them?
It's internal.
Okay.
okay. Emily, for your reference, Soleil and Sela are Arcdos's warlock patrons. They're a pair of fairies that basically are shoulder fairies for him.
The ones I told you to name Cosmo and Wanda.
Yes. So anyway, so Sela is like, well, as far as I'm concerned, you can't really trust anyone farther than you can throw them, but that's just an old unseelie expression.
Yeah, but like, we've been traveling long enough that we're friends, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Friends will let you down. Just gotta trust in, just trust in you and trust in your darling little Sela here. She'll take care of you. She like makes a little sound even though you can't see her.
okay, I guess, sure.
And
Yeah.
from your other ear, you hear like some snoring, and you get the impression that Soleil is still sleeping.
It's gonna like shake that side of my head a little bit, like pop it like I've got some water in my ear.
What? It's like, it's 2 p.m. I'm still sleeping, what?
Yes, when I ask questions, it'd be kind enough to respond. I believe,
I'm sorry. I suppose I'm just your at-home therapist that just lives in your head, that is on demand to answer your queries whenever you want. I guess that's just the arrangement we have.
No, but I feel that fine to have a back and forth, a tit for tat with you, then it'd be nice if I got the tat.
Yes, I suppose that's fine. Yes, whatever. They're your friends. Very good. Can I go back to sleep now? I'm very tired.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes very obviously.
And then you just hear some snoring again. So anyway, you guys make it to the center of town, and Solrun is able to show you around it. It's a pretty standard town. It's got all your standard amenities. There's excuse me, sorry. There's definitely an inn. There's a jail and a militia force, a town square, and a town hall. A little Temple of Dumathoin there as well. But it's outside of the town hall that you have a crowd. And it appears to be people cheering for what appears to be a child on a wooden platform standing next to an orc that's been put in shackles and is like basically on display. Neni, the townsfolk have basically proclaimed you a hero for saving your buddy Murdoch and disabling the orc. And the tale has been thoroughly embellished by now, but how are you handling the sudden onset of fame?
Very confused, because I just did a hit really, really hard, and now all of this has happened.
So yeah, you three see like a very confused child on top of this little wooden platform, and you don't see Spicy anywhere. Spicy appears to be checking out the rest of the town. But yeah, Solrun, you do recognize, and I'm gonna leave it up to you guys if you guys are like childhood friends or anything, or if y'all know each other. But like, I feel like it's a small enough town. It's like, never mind. It's a population of about 2,000 people. So yeah, you guys might not even know each other at all. But I believe we established that you've at least heard of Neni Strongarm, the halfling who's 45 pounds of muscle. And so yeah, you see this. What do y'all do?
I guess I'm just gonna push forward into the crowd, like up to the platform.
Alrighty. Yeah, you do that, and as you get like a little closer to the podium, you see the town's mayor. The town's mayor is Sir Miles Barrick. He's a male human. Much less obviously skeezy than the last mayor you guys ran into. He's like kind of actually like a decent guy. But like maybe a little flair for the dramatic, and this is put on display as he steps onto the podium and he's like, "Come one, come all, come and see the girl who slew an orc," and he says slew, even though the orc is very much like still obviously alive. He's like, yes, good people, I agree. It's just a cause for celebration. Let's make sure to give our due compliments to our dear Neni Strongarm, the savior of Blazing Dale. Let's hear it, hip hip! And the crowd's like, hooray! And they do it like 3 more times. It's like, any of you have questions for the hero of the hour? Come one, come all, let's hear it.
Are there more of them?
Oh, well. I don't know. Probably.
You heard it here, folks, and our dear Neni is gonna take care of the orc problem just like that. What's one? What's an army? Damn near took the thing's leg off. Kneecapitated, as they say, and everyone's like, woo, kneecapitated, woo! Aha! And here's our other hero, he says, as he recognizes you, and he like offers a hand to like get you up on the podium. To you, Solrun, sorry. Do you take his hand?
She'll hesitate for a second. What?
And so he helps you up onto the podium, and he's like, and just in time, another hometown hero, getting Blazingdale put there on the map. Everyone, give it up for Lady Solrune! And he, like, waves his hand, woo! And everyone's, like, cheering. And it's just in time, too. It's no secret that we've had problems with the local orcs, but today is where things turn around. Great Dumathoin has seen to bless us with both bounteous mineral wealth and also great heroes in our midst. And of course the two of you will help us, won't you? And he looks down at you and he's like, eh?
With orcs? But I got a job.
We can keep paying you, it's alright. A little bit more important here. That's right. I'm offering the two of you and any other interested parties that wants to go a-hunting 25 gold pieces a head. Every orc you bring in, live or dead, 25 gold pieces, enough to feed you for a month.
We want to be on salary, 25 daily.
No, we work commission in this town, don't you forget it. 25 gold pieces for every orc head you bring me. I just realized that I said this dude's a decent guy, but I'm rapidly making him kind of like a scumbag, and I'm kind of into it.
Easy come, easy go.
Yeah, well.
Hi,
What
I'm
about
Crash.
benefits?
25, no more, no less. Commission-based. You bring me
Dental.
orcs, I bring you money.
Give me dental.
You drive a hard bargain there, Sir Elf. Will you be joining us on this hunt? Like, waves you over.
I'm just gonna elbow Morven in the
It
side.
depends. Are you meeting my demand?
I'm meeting your demands for money, good sir. 25 gold pieces for every orc head you bring me.
And dental.
We'll talk dental after you bring me a couple orc heads. How about that?
Fine.
So yeah, and like, this carries on, and eventually Mayor Barrick is like, and we'll...
And by the way, when I say like "and fine," like I smile, and because I'm all naturey, like you get like berry juice and like twigs and like just kind of out of my teeth, and like it's clear that I need.
You need a bath.
He needs one of those teeth cleanings you gotta pay extra for.
So, yeah.
Arctos just rolls his eyes. It's like, what is wrong with you?
Holy shit. And so eventually this little gathering disperses and is like, well, we can talk the details in my office back at Town Hall, but yes. Now listen, I don't want to entice you any more than need be, but, well, it's rumored that the orcs are part of a clan that has been around this place for a very, very long time. Says that they conflicted with a clan of dwarves that lives somewhere around or possibly in the Stone Tooth, and the entrance to their grand hall has been lost. But it's said that this clan of dwarves forged great blades of myth and legend. All I'm saying is, you go and hunt a couple orcs, I'll give you your money, and maybe we can talk about retrieving, pardon me, some of these there blades. Keep a couple for yourselves, and we keep the rest to open up maybe a nice museum or something. Get people rolling in, bringing the money in. You understand what I'm saying?
Is that clan still around?
The clan of Durgeddon, oh, no. You've gone to what we call school here, Solrune. You don't remember the story of Durgeddon's revenge?
I think I was mostly working the fields.
Well, I'll give you the long and short version of it. And I'm going to read now the freaking intro blurb that I was supposed to read at the beginning of this. I was too excited to get to Neni. And so it's... Durgeddon was a master smith who forged blades of... it's thunder. I forgot that thunder existed for a second.
It's raining.
Durgeddon was a master smith who forged blades of surpassing quality and power. Centuries ago, his home was sacked by orcs. Durgeddon led the remnants of his clan to the mountains north of the town of Blazingdale and established a small, secret stronghold somewhere in the trackless wilderness. From his hidden redoubt, he waged a decades-long vendetta against all orc kind, until his enemies discovered his fortress and attacked it after a long siege. Durgeddon and his followers perished, and much wealth was carried away by the conquering hordes. but it said that the deepest and best hidden vaults and armories escaped the looting, and that some of Durgeddon's extraordinary blades still wait in the darkness for a hand bold enough to claim one. Yeah, so that's what I was supposed to read at the beginning. It's fine. So anyway, yeah, he's like, suffice to say, clan of dwarves bit off a bit more than they could chew with the orc raiders, but they taught him a lesson before they gave up the ghost, and rumor has it that if anyone can find their way into the Stone Tooth, there might be some blades left over. All I'm saying is give it some consideration. Town could really use it. It's been a rough time since you've been gone. I didn't want to say anything in front of the townspeople, no need inciting panic, but the orcs are a bit of a problem.
Well, we have one less problem now. The Gulthias tree, or whatever it's called, is blown up.
The what now?
Oh, the tree. The, the cleric wanted the tree destroyed, the apples.
Oh, sure. That's between you and your clergy, and that's all well and wonderful. I'm sure you can work out the details with her, but...
I give him, and when he says the tree's taken care of, I give him the finger crossbows.
Finger crossbows, oh my god. Anyway, it's like, oh yes, very good. That's well and wonderful. Still, pressing matter being the orcs and getting those blades, telling you very, very fancy things, supposedly. Think about the tourism. Oh, we'll have so much money after all this nasty orc business. I'm just saying, consider it.
Well, this head business doesn't sound very wholesome.
Well, wholesome or not, they've come and they've raided our farms and taken what they've got. Death toll is 4 people at least so far.
I've got a question.
Yes, Neni, of course. What's up?
Are the orcs raiding us because they're evil, or because they live there?
Well, they don't certainly live on our farms now, do they? No, they come and they take the food that they're too lazy to grow themselves, and they take it on back to their hideout wherever it is.
I look at the orc behind him, giving a face like, is he true? Is he saying what's real?
Hungry. Take what we
me
want.
Too. I ask.
You get what's coming to you, little one. Me brother's not as careless. So, like, the way I like to portray, like, the monstrous races in this game is, like, that they're not all evil, like, sons of bitches. Like, there are outlier communities. This is how I can play Goblin and not get in trouble for it. But there are still evil orcs, as opposed to, like, maybe, like, some more Klingon-esque orcs. And I think this is one of, like, the more classical orcs. Makes this module a little bit easier to play out without ethical ramifications. But I guess we could just play ethics. You guys want to put ethics in this this very straightforward dungeon crawl? Because I think we could do that.
I've been over this before. There's no racism in our D&D.
You were so right.
I want to actually put economy and commerce back in the D&D, so I'm opening a tea shop.
You can go fuck yourself. You can go up yours. You hear me?
And with our collective, like, 16 intelligence score, I think we can do it.
So anyway,
Arctos would not go into business with you. I'll be honest with you.
So anyway, that's all well and good. If you have any more questions, just come and visit me at the town hall. But until then, get to know each other. Nini's great. Just yes, 25 gold and orc head, or live. You can bring a live orc too. Shackle him up in the center of town. It's great fun for the kids. And he gives you the finger crossbow.
You already have one.
Yes, and we want all of them. Less orcs means less pillaging. And he gives you the finger crossbows back.
Speaking of gold in the village, any plots for sale?
Brandon, I'm speaking to you out of character now. You don't know what these two did to me.
You're not allowed to own real estate anymore.
Yeah, you. There's a post on Reddit that I put in the D&D Next subreddit, and it got like 400 upvotes because people were laughing at how badly my players just took advantage of my hospitality and warmth and giving nature. They went and I had like this lovely little plot set up that I was so proud of, and I was so eager to get to. I was like, oh, it's gonna be full of drama and like religious, like, oh, we're gonna like set up to kill a god and shit. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna go to level 20. It's gonna be amazing. They were like, let's open a tea shop. Not only did they open a tea shop, they staffed this tea shop with permanence enhanced unseen servants. So these unseen servants ran the tea shop for them while they were gone. It was literally an autonomous money-making machine. So when you ask me, do they have plots available? I sincerely hope you're asking me, can I buy a house?
I mean, to be fair, it started as, we need a base of operations, and so we don't have to... But then it turned into, hey, let's make some money off of this place.
Yes,
and
you guys did slide it under my nose, it's true.
And then it turned into, hey, let's send a bunch of monkeys over and sabotage...
I guess that did give me song and dance, and they're some of my favorite NPCs ever, but he says, talk to my secretary for that. No more questions. I'll see you at the town hall, and he heads on over. And
can he just do that? Can he just tell us no more questions and then walk away? That's an option that people have?
you can just,
This is like,
Anyone
you can run
do
out of
that.
questions?
yeah, he pressed B, and he said no. I was like, I should go, like Commander Shepard.
I mean, I think he's right. I didn't have any more questions. Maybe he's a genius.
So anyway, yeah, Neni, you were left with these 3 strangers that you have never met before. Well, you might have met Solrune. I guess we can establish that now. You've got a shabbily armored dwarf woman who, might be wearing like armor like a size too big or some stuff like that. You've got a very gentlemanly looking, scholarly looking purple tiefling with little gray horns and a nice little tail and black hair. And you've got a very dirty, woody looking elf. What do you do?
I point at the tiefling and go, you're purple.
And for reference, Neni is a small little halfling, as halflings tend to be. Like, bright orange hair, and she's cute, but her stare is completely empty. Like, there's not much going on at home.
Yeah,
He prefers the term pigment impaired.
I think probably look at her and be like, yes, I am purple. It's so kind of you to notice. You're gonna look at Solrune and be like, you're like,
How do I
really?
get to be purple?
You was born this way. I think you just become purple.
Okay.
He's one of them tieflings.
I have teeth.
He's like, Arctos is pinching his nose. He's like, not teeth, like.
He's like, not
Never
another
mind.
one.
He's literally in his head. He's thinking, man, this is really turning into a babysitting adventure, isn't it?
He's like, I thought I was in hell already.
So is that going to be the breadth of your interaction? I have teeth.
Apparently.
I mean, the only other thing that Nini would have to say is like, they said I don't have to go to work. So I don't know what to do.
Just
Well, you
gonna
can
lean
come with
over
us,
to
Kenny.
Thorne and be like, "Do you really think that she can help us?"
Hey, Tenny, do you want to arm wrestle Arctos here?
No, I'm not much. Arm wrestles.
Yeah. I like wrestling and punching. Though I'm good at those.
Emily, tell me, is Nini like visibly muscular? Like, does she look as strong as she actually is, or is it very like low key?
It's like one of those people who's like, they didn't get to bulk up, but they're like skinny ripped, but you would never tell under clothes.
Got you. Okay, perfect.
Well, because Nini is a girl, and like it's really hard to get like visibly ripped.
Yeah, I got you. Perfect. I love it. Yeah, so you guys have that information, and now I really want one of you to arm wrestle Neni, but you don't have to if you don't want to.
Arctos is like twisting his wrist and is like, "Oh no, I'm fine. I'll believe you on your feats of strength."
I've seen the Kneecapitation. I'm okay.
Oh yeah, that guy back there. Yeah,
Urgh.
they just show him off to people. I don't know why.
Oh shit! I
Yeah,
guess
I'm
he
not
is still
sure I
here.
like that much, but you did a good job, Tenny.
Urgh. It's Neni, N-E-N-I.
I think probably Arctos is going to be like, maybe we should talk to our friend here and see if there's somebody in his clan or something that we could speak to about all the attacks that have been going on.
Urgh. I ain't telling you nothing.
Listen.
Y'all want me to pinch his toes?
Dude, they're offering dental for orcs. Like, you could make out a pretty sweet deal on this. We'll cut you in.
Like, well, I do get paid by the state, so I do have an excellent dental through the school. Sir, could I turn your ear for a moment, and I'll walk over to the orc and be like, listen, I'm new to this place, and I have no problems with you, but these seem like kind folk, and I'm sure we could work out some kind of deal. Is there any specific reason why you're choosing to steal with them instead of work with them?
He spits in your face.
Just gonna wipe it off. Be
I like this
maybe
guy.
I spoke too quickly.
And then he walks up behind him, seeing him be spat on, and just goes, "No!" And then takes his like big toenail and just rips it off.
Oh my god!
Oh god. God.
Oh my! He's like, oh my stars!
Holy shit! Like, I kind of want to make you roll for that just to learn, like, see how bad it is. But like, Nini,
I will allow you to know it's not very hard to rip a whole toenail off.
That's kind of how I'm feeling. Like, no, you fucking. He's like, ah! And he like starts like trying to kick, but you know, it's he's pretty bound up. It's like,
Neni, no, you don't need to do that.
No, let her go on.
But he was mean. Oh, and when you're mean, somebody's gotta be mean back, I think.
Sound logic.
this is the best party in D&D history.
I think Arctos has got like that mad C-3PO energy going on. So he's just like, oh my lord, what just I say?
It'll grow back.
Oh, damn short pint. Ugh. I ain't telling you nothing.
That's the secret of orcs. We actually don't grow our toenails back.
I'm sacred, damn it. No. Ugh. I am Gortok the Fang Smasher, and I am not telling you anything.
Then he goes and reaches for his second toenail.
No. All right. I'll say what?
Yeah, you just told us your name. That's something.
Ugh. What are you?
Listen, Gortok, is it?
Gortok the Fang Smasher.
If you could just point us in the direction of your clan, Mr. Fang Smasher, I'm sure we can speak to your leader, and to an agreement, if you will.
Ugh. I told you. I ain't telling you nothing.
Well, hey, if you're right that they're smarter than you, then I guess they'll just kill us if you point us in their direction.
Look.
Sound logic.
Look, I got separated. I'm not the scout of the clan. We've been holding up underneath a part of the stone tooth. There's a door that leads into it. Outside of that, well, I can't get you there. But there's more of us there.
Cool. Where's the door? Keep going, friend.
It's on one side. It's on one side of the mountain. I'm telling you, I ain't the scout. I don't remember.
And this is gonna kind of point back over his shoulder at the mountain and be like, "You mean this mountain here?
Yeah, the stone tooth.
Some other mountain in the area that I'm not aware of?"
And so you say this, the stone tooth pokes out like you know, geographically, it's like 500 feet taller than like every single mountain, or like, not mountain, like hill around it. It's very clearly like the only mountain around for quite a while.
And Solrun is going to, or Arctos is going to look at Solrun and be like, Solrun, is there somebody in this town who would happen to maybe be able to lead us, who knows the mountain better than we do?
Well, I'm sure Neni does.
Solrun,
She's a minor.
So for like facts' sake, the Stone Tooth is not regularly visited because of the orc problem. It's something that you guys will probably have to look for tracks, or like go through the very expansive exploration pillar that this module includes to make the ranger feel like he matters.
Split up and look for clues.
Yeah, no, really, but
Time for a Luthier cameo.
yeah, we haven't had a Luthier cameo in this campaign yet, have we? But no, the way that this settlement has like started up is that the Stone Tooth has generally been like, it doesn't have a lot of valuable minerals that people have been able to find. It's in between the town and the Stone Tooth. There's like a lot of trackless wilderness that's like really difficult to get through unless you know what you're doing. And on top of that, you know, orcs are in the region. So
in other words, there is no one in town who could really help us navigate that way.
Yeah, there's no one who would know like a super like good path. There might be like guides and stuff that could help you like survive off the land long enough to get there, but you do have Morven with you, and you get the feeling he's probably got proficiency in survival, right?
Probably.
Yeah, well, between Morven's wilderness know-how and Neni's know-how for rocks and such, I think we'll do all right.
Oh, okay. Anyone other than the short one that we can bring?
Neni's just like, in her head, she's like, my name is Neni.
We could get Spicy wherever she wandered off to.
Not true.
Yeah, you don't know where Spicy went off to.
Well, in the meantime, I'll look for a secretary.
You're really gonna make me fucking sell you some fucking real estate, I swear to God.
I'm not gonna jerk you around. It's literally just a plot of land for family to farm.
Okay.
Pretty much the end.
Like, you know, your family that already has a farm and land to farm on?
Well, they work on it. They don't own it.
Oh, they're sharecroppers. Okay.
Yeah.
No, if we bought a farm, we could probably make money off of having a.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably plant small little trees that might have leaves, like tea, maybe.
What if we open a petting zoo? Open a petting zoo on the farm.
An autonomous petting
We're
zoo.
gonna have to open an autonomous petting zoo.
You mean a field that grows grass and feeds goats and its cycle continues?
Oh my god, it's cheaper than all natural.
Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen.
What are you, a white mom pillow?
Would
Karen.
you rather have all natural or like 12 episodes of Sinros and Zalid, Beavis and Butthead?
Okay, but Sinros and Zalid's Beavis and Butthead was one of my favorite things this group ever did. So don't threaten me with a good time. Anyway, Solrun, yes, you walk into the fucking, I almost called it the Diamond City Town Hall.
Yeah, Diamond City. That's where we are now.
Yeah, it's Fallout now. Good, let me fix my headphones real quick. Yeah, so, yeah, you make your way into the town hall, and there's a secretary. She's a young half-elven woman. She looks like she's blowing on some bubblegum. She's like, yeah, what do you want?
Hi there, looking to grab some land.
Oh, you're looking to grab some land, ain't you? Well, what you gonna pay for it?
Solrun's gonna slap down her purse full of gold.
How much gold is that?
I have 100.
Let me check real estate things real quick. I need to
I've heard this impersonation somewhere before.
It's
I've heard this.
it's a more slack-jawed Kaja, which is basically just my John Mulaney voice.
Oh, that's it. It's John Mulaney.
Excuse me, I'm gay, I have AIDS, and I'm new in town.
Tyler, I thought you had the real estate rules pulled up, like saved.
No, I used to
Like,
on my old
bookmark.
computer. On my old computer, I used to. You can probably get the. Let's see. I wish I. God damn it! Like, am I really gonna have to? You guys like roleplay amongst yourselves real quick. I'm gonna look it up the Dungeon Master's Guide because that's what I have to do now. Nini,
You're
Arthur,
welcome.
Nini, tell
this
us
is
about
gonna
your
be like-
tragic backstory.
So, Nini, are you from around here? Are you, does your family live around here?
Yeah, I live here with my mom and dad.
Oh, are they nice? They're good people?
Yeah. Yeah, I like them.
Oh, that's good. It would be a travesty if you had bad parents, I guess. I don't know why I asked this question.
No, so they help me do things.
Oh,
Like,
so they're alive?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they help me, like, read my time schedule so I know when I go to work. 'Cause they give me that on a piece of paper. But I can't read.
Oh, Nini. Oh, you can't read. Oh, you poor thing. Has anybody ever tried to teach you?
Yep.
And they just stopped for some reason?
They called me incapable.
Oh, okay.
That's a 3-star word for a 5-star fella.
Yeah, that's the one they said to me, and I remembered it because yeah, they made it seem like it was a really big deal. I don't know. My mom just reads my timesheets.
That's lovely. My parents are very nice too. They live in a place called Neverwinter. Very supportive. Helped me get through through Wizard College, which was that was a tough time in my life. Let me tell you that I had lots of restless nights and coffee. You know how it is.
No, I don't.
Yes, I see. Yeah. Mm.
Josh, are you fucking with us?
What do you mean?
Do you have a character who don't have dead parents?
Yeah, dude. Arctos' parents are alive.
Is everyone in this? No. Morvin, I think Morvin. Are your parents dead?
Who knows? They just don't love me.
Oh man, everyone in this party has parents. What's wrong with
Technically,
us?
everybody's got a parent.
All right, fuck off. You know what I mean?
Now the DM's like, okay, gotta fix this. Your parents are dead. Your
Oh,
parents are
yes.
dead.
And that was when the bombs hit Neverwinter.
Ah, yes, and Baal descends from the heavens,
The
ironically,
Orc Luftwaffe.
and he comes over and he's like, "I shall take your negative firstborn, your parents, unless you paint your doorway with Manticore blood." Anyway, a small estate will get you for 100 gold even. The daily upkeep is like 5 silver pieces, but that's on your parents. Yes, you can buy a fucking farm.
Yay!
Old MacDonald had a farm.
So we got a couple places that are ready to go. You can take whatever you want. She just became southern all of a sudden. My God, I need to. You can take whatever you want.
She's a changeling.
Yes, it's changeling secretary. No, she's a half elf. She's like, yeah, we got an empty farm that's on the north side of town. You can go and take that one. Here's a key. So it gives you a key.
I will take the key.
She takes the 100 gold. Do you do anything else in
I
the
am
town
now
hall?
a pauper again.
Yeah, real shit.
Arctos is going to look at Soren and make a joke and be like, "A few more of those, and you could be your own duchess." You know.
Silruin will look wide-eyed at Arctos and like, are you? Is that really?
I mean, you own land, and if own the land that the people work on, then yes, you can be a duchess or be a lord of the land. I don't know. It depends on what title you prefer. Duchess usually implies that you're over a small nation, but I guess then maybe something smaller than a small nation because you wouldn't quite be a queen. And, like he starts going into this very long-winded speech about the hierarchy, and like,
Oh, that reminds me, and I'll pull out the dwarven ring again. What the hell family did you say it belonged to?
The clan of Durgaden.
Oh.
that's
Well,
what we call a lead-in.
I'm just gonna put that on my finger for now.
Okay.
Left index, let's say.
Do any of you say Durgaden out loud?
I don't think we have yet.
Alright, cool. I'm just curious.
Now I want to.
Yeah, you know. I just had to be sure, but now that kind of gave it away, I guess. It's fine.
I'm sure it'll come up.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, you have a farm now, I guess. You can go tell your parents that, and then we could go orc tracking whenever you want. I mean, whatever you guys want to do. You guys have Neni, so now, like, you guys can do whatever the fuck you want now.
Time for a Luthier cameo!
Oh, man. Like, you do realize that, like, Arctos won't be able to talk for any of it.
Yeah, well, I'm excited for the Luthier Arctos conversation.
Just you talking to yourself the entire time. So, yeah, no, you've got your farm thing, and, Spicy is still nowhere to be found.
Did anybody see where Spicy got off to? She's doesn't seem to be with us anymore.
I don't think I have the passive perception to have seen where she went.
Morven,
Then,
with your
did you happen to notice
outstanding passive perception, she mentioned something about going check out the local temple.
So I think she went to go to church.
Well,
Oh.
I reckon that's where we should head then.
I don't know why I just suddenly started like the most redneck like accent that I could think of.
I think that's just Morven's voice now.
I think
No, you don't want me to. You don't want me to go too natural. Like I don't want, if I go back to my roots, there's no coming back.
Arctos is gonna look at Morven and be like, "Actually, Morven, I'd be willing to go find her if you would be willing to start maybe poking around town, see if you can find a place to start tracking the orcs, where they might be at.
Found one.
Alright, well, he was a lot of help. If you could maybe ask around, see where the attacks have been happening the most, we could start there.
Sorry, what'd you say? I kind of cut out.
Arctos is seeing if you'll find out where the attacks are happening the most frequently. Use
Cool,
your tracking ability to maybe catch us a trail that we can follow. I'll go find Fancy.
Cool.
I mean,
I-
this guy I got just outside of the mine. I mean, that's not very descriptive because there's more than one, but the one I work at.
That sounds like an excellent place to start, Nini. Would you like to show him where you ran into them?
Yeah, but watch your step, because Murdoch was peeing when I found him.
This is like, okay, Soul Rune, would you like to go with me? And we'll meet back, we'll meet back at Soul Rune's parents in an hour.
Yeah, reckon that sounds fine.
Alright, that works for me. So, Morven and Nini, you guys are going to check the mine that Nini works at?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Nini, you're able to, it's ingrained into your head hard enough. It's very easy to...
Yeah, I go there every day. Like, I know where to go.
Mm-hmm. So it's
My mom doesn't hold my hand to the mine. She just tells me when to get there.
mhm.
It's like the Finding Dory routine. She's got some things that.
So yes, it's your off day. It's like the fantasy equivalent of Sunday. I forgot what the days of the week are in Forgotten Realms, but
You've forgotten.
alrighty. So that was said. Anyway, yeah, you get there and it's a nice sunny day, and you can check out like the scene of the crime and whatnot.
Yeah, I'd point exactly where I went to go attack the orc, but short of that, we just have to go on visual cues.
All right.
Yeah, roll me survival. Morven. I mean, Neni can too, but like, you know.
Did I grab a d20?
Neni
Yes,
got
I
a
did.
19 on that, so.
Hot diggity shit.
I got a 23.
Well, Neni goes and does like the expanding brain meme.
She's good at survival.
But yeah, together the two of you, it's with Neni helping you figure out where exactly everything happened, and you avoiding the bit of piss that still hasn't evaporated, I guess.
That's not how piss works, but thank you.
I know. But yeah, you're able to find very clearly printed orc tracks, and looking at these, you know, orc tracks being like mostly boot prints and everything, but you get a very good idea of what orc tracks will probably look like from this clan and how they make their armor and stuff like that. And you have a feeling you could probably follow this to like the general area that they are looking for. You want to check anything else?
Nah, I'd say that we just start following the tracks and just keep making sure there aren't more orcs.
Okay, let me just double check here. Let's see. So this leads off to... Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, check to see if this was a good time to split the party or not.
Yeah, real shit. So you can...
I also want to kind of deduce if, like, he was feeding me bullshit, like, if it looked like, if it looked like, he actually was split up and, like, kind of got lost, or if it looked kind of intentional, or if he wasn't alone, kind of that, like, basically just seeing if his story checks out.
Yeah, so your check is good enough to, like, look at his tracks and get a general idea. I don't know how much you could tell from, like, looking at them, but, it looks.
I feel like if he was lost, it'd be one of those things like he'd be doubled over, like.
Well, that's
backtracking, you know.
Yeah, that's
like...
kind of what I was getting at. It doesn't look like he was making a very intentional path. He takes several twists and turns and like double checks some areas, and as you go even further back, you finally see a second track that accompanies it. And by second track, I mean like several orcs that were walking through the wilderness. And it looks like there is a slaughtered hog in the left in the woods, and it is rotting thoroughly at this point.
And I pull the like full nature boy, and I'm like, you know, they came through this way at 7:04 p.m. They came through and stopped, and one of them just overly detailed like bullshit.
Oh yeah,
may or may not be accurate.
Oh, by the way, is your boy with you? Like, I totally forgot to like run him in.
Oh yeah, we could, yeah.
Yeah, so Neni, while Morven is like checking out all this, from around like behind some of the trees, you see what basically looks like a dog, but it's a dog made out of fungus and plants. And he kind of like, you know, paws up and like very gently walks up towards you. What do you do?
Pet him.
Oh, and he, Isaac, what do you think he does?
Well, I'm gonna give the yikes face. But no, he's cool with it. Like he just kind of, he like kind of does the. Even though he's dog, I'm gonna say he's gonna give you some like cat-like mannerisms. Like he's kind of like pushes his head into you. I'm like,
aw, yeah. So you.
But I kind of give the yikes face because like, there's a lot of thorns and bullshit.
Yeah, so you pet the Thorny, who I believe his name is Tree Fitty.
Yep.
God damn it, no.
Or just Fitty for short.
Yeah, just Fitty. Yeah, you pet Fitty, and it kind of like does the little cat manners, and you swear you could hear what sounds like purring, but it's more like if you were to slowly rub two pieces of wood together, I guess.
Also for the
So
pun.
Fitty catches fire.
Yeah. So for the pun, it was supposed to be a P Diddy reference, not a Loch Ness monster reference.
I mean, it can be both.
But I mean that's how it happened. But
When I heard Tree Fitty, I just assumed it was like when you're trying to save $3.50.
right, yeah,
Which
it
is
was meant
also
to be.
Loch
It was
Ness
meant to be a P Diddy like.
And then I realized that's a dog. That's a tree dog. That's a Loch Ness monster.
I should make you like fucking every time you see Tree Fitty, you should like make a art like I don't know some kind of roll to make sure you don't notice that it's like not a fucking Loch Ness
It's
monster.
kinda-
It was
nature
about
check.
that
It's
time.
15, 50 feet tall, and
Yeah.
I mean, I probably should have got a little more on the nose and did like Tree Diddy, but it's kind of hard to say Tree Diddy.
Tree Diddy could also open up a lot of DK rap jokes, so I'm glad we didn't do that.
stroking that gun. Fire.
Here we go. Anyway, yeah, so Neni, this weird plant dog, just like, nuzzles into your hand, and then it like looks over at Morven and tilts its head and like, nods. And it's like, I looked around, didn't find anything, basically is what he's saying.
You tried your best.
I'm assuming that you've already like, met Tree Fitty. Morven, this isn't like, okay, cool. I just wanted to clarify, make sure this wasn't the Genesis. But yeah, so Tree Fitty will be like your little animal companion. He will help you with certain things that can be determined later. But yeah, he was looking for tracks with you, but it seems that he came to the same conclusion as you did. He cannot speak verbally, by the way.
He said he is eventually going to allow you to fire your arrows at people from different directions.
You need
And
you need a special bow for that.
So also,
Taylor will give it to you. Just pretend like your character's bad.
I also had to preface with Tyler in order to get this that like he's not going to be very combat heavy because Thorny is a CR1, so it's a little broken for where we're at.
Not to mention you guys have spicy.
So yeah, I basically said it's more for like the role play and like adventuring side. Like combat, it's basically be like, all right, time to go lay in a corner, fuck off.
I'm sleepy.
Hey, he gets to go to NPC hell.
Okay, but that's like in our other game where I have a familiar that's a cat that, like, by all means, I could attempt to use in combat, but, like...
Yeah. It's like, Tressums aren't very good for combat, but they make great companions.
So, yeah, you get the idea that you could probably follow these tracks into the greater wilderness, and with several survival checks and everything, you could probably, find your way to the orc stronghold, but you can do that without the main party, but it's up to you.
No.
Whatever.
Once we get to the point where we're like, yeah, this is the point at which we find something, we are going to be kind of fucked. I go, I think we got a direction here. We gotta get everybody else though, cause like I kneecapitated one of them, but I don't know about a group of them.
Yeah, we're gonna need more war picks to get the full Kneecapitation. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, when we go back, I'm going to make it a point to intentionally be about 22 minutes late.
Oh?
Hi.
I mean, for the memes mostly.
Oh, for fucking Symphonia time. Yeah, there's like two people in this group. There's two people in this group that'll get that, dude. Anyway. So anyway, Arctos and Solrune, you guys are going to the Temple of Dumathoin. So there are two... It very much like a microcosm of Blazing Dale itself. The big temple in the town is to Dumathoin, which is the dwarven god of mining, and thus, very widely worshipped by most of the population who make a majority of their money off the mining business. And then there's a small little shrine of oh, please help me, Brandon, your fucking nature deity, Jesus Christ.
Pan.
Jesus Christ.
Shantea, thank you.
Oh, his nature. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so there's like a tiny shrine of Shantea that is worshipped by the local farmers and everything, who, despite being essential to the town existing and, you know, continuing onwards, is not as high worshipped or not as respected as the local miners are. You know, it just kind of be like that sometimes. But yes, the Temple of Dumathoin is built into the side of one of the local hills that was once one of the first mines in the town, and now has since been converted to like a nice proper Temple of Dumathoin. It's a nice dwarven hall. It's very lovely, really. It's stony and nice carvings of dwarven gods and all that fun stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So you enter, and it looks like they're actually in the middle of service, and you see the head priestess. Let's see, her name is Golgira. She's a elderly dwarf lady. So Golgira, the head priestess of Dumathoin. Just in case we ever talk to her again, write down her name. She's like,
I'll be right back again. I have to mute this, but I'm still listening to you.
Got you. So she's just out there, and she's like, and thank you, keeper of secrets under the mountain, for your bounteous gifts, that we may continue to carve out our livelihood from these great mountains of yours. May you watch over our picks and keep us free of the black lung. Amen. And as you guys walk in, Arctos, it's pretty easy to pick out Spicy, the gnome cleric that is your companion.
I definitely called Fancy earlier. I just cannot keep Spicy in my in my head for some reason.
I mean, that's kind of how gnome nicknames work. So, like, by all means, if you ever call her Fancy once, she might take it as a name.
I think probably Arctos is just like still not very good at like locking people's names in, because he's one of those very like bookwormy people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, your name's like Fancy or Fanciful or Spicy or Vanilla or something like that. I can't remember.
He's that
Spicy.
professor that gets like 2 kids' names, and the rest of the semester he's just guessing or
Yes,
actively avoiding
exactly
people's names.
that.
Oh man,
It's exactly that.
But yeah, it looks like she's just there, and she's just taking in the service and kind of like taking notes and sitting in the back. In the back, I sit and I nod to the beats that are bumping from my iPod. Anyway,
walk up and tap her on the shoulder and be like, Spicy, we have something we're supposed to be doing.
Oh, yes, I figured you were going to take care of that mostly, honestly. I didn't really expect things to come to a head so soon. Did you find out what happened to Solrun's parents? Is everything okay?
Oh, they're fine. They're lovely people, actually. We're about to go meet up over there. He's, I don't know, giving them a farm or something. I don't.
Well, we
Trying
did.
to stay out of their family business.
Well, we did make enough money to buy one, so I suppose that's fair. Bit of a silly thing to get into real estate as an adventurer, but you know, that's fine. That's fine. No, I was just observing the service. You understand? It's as one who's of the cloth herself, technically speaking. I'm a bit different than most clerics, but I do like to take in the services of other faiths and compare, contrast, see how it differs.
Of course. Say you haven't happened to see, and I cannot remember the guy's name. See, me and Arctos are the same person. I am awful with names. Who is the guy that I'm looking for?
You're looking for Nini's coworker, was it?
No. The guy from
The wizardy
Waterdeep.
guy.
Oh, the wizardy guy. The fucking yeah. Oh Christ, now I can't remember his name either. It was like Zahir or something. Give me just a double check. I need to look at the Candle Wiki. He's on the Candle Wiki. I know that. No information, but I know his name is there. Let's see, characters and. Zahir Al-Kandari.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, you haven't happened to see Zahir around, have you imagined that at this point, the only other person in the party who is, you know, uh, scholarly, he's probably mentioned him in the traveling.
Right. That's the Ganassi, right? I haven't seen a one, not in him specifically, least of all.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Well, I guess Arctos is just gonna ask around a little bit. Like,
Um,
you haven't happened to see a Ganassi come through here, have you?
and you get through most of the townspeople and ask them a couple questions, and um, for the most part, like none of them have ever seen like a fire Ganassi in their lives. Um, and none of them have seen this particular person that you are looking for.
All right. Well, he's not here. Arctos is just gonna go back to Soren and be like, "Well, if you're ready, I guess we can travel back now. I've seen all I need to see, and you're spicy with us, so."
Yes, I'm ready to help
Uh,
whenever you want.
I have to speak with the head priest when is service done by now?
Yeah, it's like the post service where they're like, they're talking among the congregation, they're passing out like fruit punch and stuff.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Oh no.
So yeah, Solrun will kind of walk up to her and wait till she's not busy talking to someone or whatever.
Um, let me see. Yeah, she turns away from, the nice cucumber water that they have going on in the back, and she's like, "Yes, my child, how can I help you?"
Hi there, mother. I just came here to let you know that
I want to let
the
I want
Gulfites-
I want to let you know that this is the Temple of Dumathoin. Are you talking to the priest of Shantea at the shrine?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like the shrine is like in a different place.
Oh.
It's like a little outdoor shrine. It's like kind of like
Time for some reversal, Met, as I never talked to her, but instead I went out the door and around the building.
okay, cool. Yeah, it's not terribly far. It's like more out in the sun. As one of those probably should be. And let's see, the priestess of Shantea is someone that I'm gonna make up right now. So that is, oh my goodness, it's an older half-elf lady, and her name is, I don't like any of these. El Noah. El Noah is a good one. So Mother El Noah. And she's like, "Oh, Solern, you've made it back safe. I'm so glad. Did you find anything out about the dreadful apples?"
Yes, mother. They came from something called the Gulfias tree. Is that right, Arctos? Is that what it's called?
Josh, we still have you, bud?
I'm here.
Okay. He was asking you if the Gulthias tree was the right name, which it was.
Ah,
Oh, that's right. Well, that certainly has foul implications. Well, a
Well,
Gulf...
I have good news and bad news. The good news is we destroyed the tree, and there was a druid who was experimenting with it, and he's dead now.
Oh, very good, very
But
good.
but he said something about apples and having sold them, and people are probably planting them.
Well, I've never heard of the entity Gulthias, but if the threat has been contained, the mother tree has been taken care of, that means we can do it again. What I understand is that the apples have been spread to different corners of the realms, but we haven't heard of another tree that has come up into being yet. I believe the only thing we can do is wait and see, and hopefully we can take one of these before they become a problem again. I'm very proud of you, my girl.
Thank you, mother.
I must tell you, we haven't had a champion from our small little congregation here in quite some time. As you can see, the faith of Dumathoin has by and large overtaken ours, but it is not within my power to name you a knight. But I would like to recommend you to those who are able to. I don't know if that's your want in life, and that's why I'm offering you a choice. Is this the life you would like to pursue?
Well, I don't know about all that. I just want to help people however I can.
Then I think you're doing a very good job by helping find those who are raiding the local farmlands. Shantea smiles on those who protect the farmers and the caretakers of the land.
Well, if you don't need anything, Mother, I think I'm gonna get back to finding out where those orcs came from.
I think that would be best. Thank you, child. And if you need anything, you can always come to me.
Sorun will smile and she'll head on out of there.
Gotcha. So at this time, you guys make it, you guys make it to Solrun's parents, and you guys all arrive at roughly the same time. And so, yeah, Solrun's parents greet you with a lovely dinner and everything, and you guys are all at the table. You're all chowing down, and Neni gets double helpings because the little girl needs to eat a lot, I guess. But yeah, so
Sorun's gonna get the key out of her pocket, and she's gonna kind of slap it down on the table and slide it over to her parents and say, "Oh, by the way, we have a farm now."
Wait! You got us up. Start from the beginning. A farm. We have a farm. So do you mean? And he like trails off because he's not sure what to say.
Well, I got us the wagon and the cows and the goats and the chickens, and now we got the land. There's the plot, the old farmhouse and bit of land just north of town there. That's ours now.
And your mom is like, Tilbera is like, my dear, I don't know what to say. I mean, I use that voice for like every female character ever. Let me, excuse me, well, Solrun, I don't know what to say. That's damn lovely. I mean, we done worked this farm for nigh on like 20, 30 years. Well, since before you were even a little baby. And you go away for like a month, and you come and make more than we've ever done in our lives. You done good by us, child, and thank you. I'm glad we got you all right and set out straight.
Solrun will lean over and squeeze her mom's hand lovingly.
Aw, it's adorable. Yeah, and I imagine you guys like share the information that you all gleaned and have a general idea of how to track down the orcs. Is there anything you guys would like to ask Solrun's parents or Neni? Neni, would you like to ask Neni something?
Yeah. I just tell them hey, you got a farm now. Nice. And then go right back to food.
You got like some nice roasted cauliflower. Fucking love that shit. I could really go for some roasted cauliflower right now. But yeah. So the Solrun's parents, last name not known, so we're just gonna skip over that, I believe.
Yeah, they don't have one. We're not fancy folk with big clans and blah blah blah.
Alright, well you got land now, so maybe that'll change.
Maybe it will.
But anyway, so yeah, they allow you to stay the night, and as the morning comes, yeah, you guys are home free to do what you will. What will you do now that you're all together?
May I clarify that Neni did go home for the night because she does live here and
Neni,
have a bedroom?
Yeah, Neni has like her own house and everything, but yeah, you guys like meet up afterwards is what I mean.
Yeah, like I'll come back in the morning, but like I'm not gonna sleep on the floor if I have a bed.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Neni, what are you, a stray cat? Why are you sleeping on my floor?
Well, not everybody has like 4 couches.
But yeah,
So I guess today, and for the duration of the next whole month, we're gonna begin automatizing the farm.
and the worst thing is that your parents are taking care of it now, so it's already automatizing itself. Are you really trying to derive like profit from this farm? Like, I want you to. Okay, because like we can do something about that, but oh man.
All right, so here's the plan. We've got a ranger in our party. Isaac, do you have any animal handling skills?
I can do that.
I'm gonna need you to spec into it hard, buddy, because we're gonna be collecting rare and wild animals that we come across. We're gonna put them in this petting zoo. We're gonna have baby dragons and get that manticore Tyler was talking about.
I am in awe. Like I said manticore once because it has a goat head, and that was a funny Prince of Egypt joke. I don't even call it like the myth, like the myth. I don't even call it like the legend of Moses or anything. It's just the Prince of Egypt. Because that's the best that story has ever gotten, is like that movie. No one ever did it. Like the people who wrote it in the Bible didn't do it as good as that.
Yeah, for real.
But anyway, yeah, so Morven and Nini uncovered enough information to where you guys can start trying to make try to home in on the orc tracks. You guys start. Go ahead.
See, what Tyler failed to acknowledge is that when he sold the land, he didn't like have any paperwork whatsoever, just a key. So Morven and Arctis are just gonna go and grab keys and be like, "All right, we got it. It's ours now. Time to automatize it."
It's like a really Blazingdale is not a super incorporated town, I guess. So a lot of that a lot of land ownership over there is less about owning deeds and more like, me and my pa done lived here, farmed these lands for generations, and like they just like put a shotgun to your face if you try and like take their house away from them, kind of deal.
Yeah, I guess that's fair, because even when there were paperwork and deeds and stuff, it didn't stop us.
It did not.
It could also be like Skyrim, where you're like, I want this house, here's all my money, and then quickly before they put it in the safe, you just snatch it back, and they're like, already got the keys, bye.
Yeah, real shit. Okay. So, you guys are, let's see, blah, 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 blah. Orc raiding parties, that kind of thing. You didn't hear that. Yeah, I'm looking at map 2.1 here. So, you guys find yourself at where the tracks diverge. So, the first thing, let's see, heavy woods block the view upslope, making it difficult to ascertain the origins. The blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, just let me double check here. Alright, so I've got it. Your nature check was good enough, and we're going to do this here. As you travel north from the mining town of Blazingdale, you pass through the brooding pine forests and deep vales. From where you stand now, you can catch sight of a tall, steep hill that rises to a prominent bare knob of rock, the Stone Tooth. The thin spire,
Bare knob.
Alright. A very shaven penis known as the Stone Tooth. No. A thin spire of smoke rises from some unseen point high on the hill slopes, and you can make out a steep, narrow road or track that runs back and forth across the face of the mountainside. It's like very far away. You can't exactly tell where the smoke is coming from, but you have a feeling that exploring will get you a little closer to where you can. Because, like, it's very thick underbrush and everything, and it's unexplored forest, so getting there in a straight line will probably be difficult. So, whoever is going to be your guide, I will need that person to make a survival check for me. Or nature.
Got this, fam.
Or nature, whatever.
Ooh, which am I better at, actually? That's a better question. I think it's probably the same.
I think it's more appropriate for it to be survival. I think those skills are separate for a reason.
Oh... Let's see, there's a d20. Non-natural 20.
Okay, yeah, perfect. That moves you. You're over here.
Oh, he said non-natural 20. It wasn't perfect.
I know. Well, all right, shut up.
I just rolled a non-natural on my nature check.
Let me just
It's
double.
unnatural.
So I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't really run a lot of exploration pillars in previous campaigns, so I'm kind of still flying by the seat of my pants here. Okay, so yeah, with your good roll, you proceed, and it takes you a little while. It's a significant amount of distance to cover, but you eventually make your way to where that you saw the smoke coming up. So a natural rock chimney looks like it leads down. And it's a very thin stream of smoke that's coming out. Let me see here. Okay, cool, yeah. No, that's basically what I just said. Basically bypasses all the exploration points, but it's fine. So yeah, you've got yourself a stone chimney here with some smoke that's coming out of it. It looks like it's big enough to climb into, but even with your dark vision, you can't see A, how deep it is, and B, if there's anything in it. Or like anything.
And C, there's also smoke coming out of it, so that might not be a good idea.
So even with that Gloomstalker dark vision where I can see for forever.
Oh, you can see for forever, can't you? Oh,
It's at, well, let me see how far it actually. It's not forever, but it is further.
Oh,
I can see for miles and miles.
Senses dark vision up to 90 feet.
Dark vision up to 90 feet. It is actually deeper than that.
Okay.
Damn.
It's pretty deep down.
Okay, I would lay that on. It's at least 90 feet or so. Probably more. Well, definitely more, but it's past what my eyes can see with my special eyes.
Okay, well, I don't think we're gonna go directly down that way, because I don't think any of us has quite enough rope.
No, I was told never to go down chimneys.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like, I have a pickaxe, but it's not a really good shovel, so we couldn't really dig either.
It's a good
Well,
enough shovel if you believe hard enough.
This is
Well, I have a shovel.
uh,
Well, let's just get digging.
excuse me, if this is the chimney, then obviously there must be a door somewhere, right? They had to get inside somehow. We just go around and see if we can find a door, maybe further on.
Yeah.
That could work.
Instead of digging through their roof.
I
Yeah.
throw a rock down the hole.
Do you? Okay.
And we should dig down. We'll be like a Forgotten Realms fucking SWAT team busting through the roof.
You do that. The rock, clack, 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 as it goes down, but you are unable to really tell the eventual result.
The drums in the deep.
Okay.
Mini not mini.
And nothing happens, like even within like
Yeah,
4 or 5 minutes, like nobody.
no
nobody
one
comes
like
up and
throws
says, "Freeze,
it.
motherfucker."
Yeah, no one like throws it back or anything. It's still daytime, and orcs are kind of like nocturnal raiders, I believe. So
Okay.
When
I-
Neni sees him throw a rock down and thinks he's just picking up stuff off the ground and throwing it down there, so she starts just picking handfuls of dirt and putting it down there as well.
And oh man, as you put down enough dirt, the smoke eventually stops rising.
I
I
also
fixed
Danny,
it.
I also want to get, if like with nothing really happening, I'm gonna like try to get like a pretty big rock and cover up the chimney, kind of blocking their ventilation system.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. It seems like what was probably a fire down there was stopped by Nini's handfuls of dirt, and then you block off the chimney anyway.
Guys,
Yeah, we're
that
not-
seems a little malicious. That's just normal people down there living their life.
I was just
They should've-
following with the first thing. I was doing the thing.
I knocked and nobody answered, so it's clearly uninhabited. So I'm just merely, saving them saving them some energy.
What?
I threw the knocker down. Nobody answered the unofficial door, so I figured, why do they have a fire going? It's a
Orphan.
waste of energy, so I
How are
block
they
it off.
supposed to answer?
No, guys, it makes
Standing over
perfect
the
sense.
chimney.
It makes perfect sense. I got it. Yeah, I got
Oh,
you.
gods help us.
I'm just saying, obviously nobody is home, so why are they wasting so much?
Arctos is just gonna start looking for a door. He's like pinching the bridge of his nose, just walking away. He's like, I can't.
Looking for a
right
door
now."
out of here so he can be away from the party.
Solrune, you can make me a survival check.
16.
16. Yes. So, let me just double check where everything is. So, you're a dwarf, and, so you know that much. Anyway, no, you're a dwarf.
Hey guys, I just figured something out.
No, you're a dwarf, and you're not so much like the typical, like, lives in a mountain and, like, eats rocks and, pisses on stone walls and everything kind of dwarf, but regardless, like, dwarven pride and their heritage is hard to break, and you've got an idea about, like, stone sense and stone cutting and everything. So, as you make your way down off the top of this hill and, like, check the surroundings, you notice what initially looks like a stone formation. But when you look a little closely, it looks to actually be like a fragment of some old dwarven stonework. And as you, follow this and check out more of it, you actually do eventually find an old, abandoned dwarf path. And let me see. The path climbs up one last steep switchback towards a bare shoulder of rock. The hillsides rises steeply on your right and drops away precipitously on your left. Debris and rubbish lie scattered over the last 100 yards or so, discarded water skins, bits of charred bone, and splintered casks or kegs. Up ahead, the path opens onto a wide ledge and then doubles back sharply onto the mountainside. Two bestial humanoids in hide armor stand watch on the ledge. They appear to be inattentive and bored. They haven't noticed you yet. Also, you're going to have to get off my lap. You're being butthole. My cat. Sorry.
No, she just does that when you, like, move. She's never in pain, but she learned those noise make you stop.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. And you know what an orc looks like. They're fucking orcs.
I mean, he just discovered he's a dwarf, so I don't know that we can trust that evaluation.
Are those halflings?
Very tall green halflings.
So yeah, I'll kind of look at the others and shrug. Like,
Well, you're not
I'm wearing chainmail. I don't think I'm really gonna be able to sneak up on them if that's what we're thinking.
You're not, like, near the others. You'll need to, like, go back and tell them. I assume you kind of went off on your own.
Ah, well then I shall do so.
Okay.
I will back on up.
And Solrune communicates that she found what appears to be a entryway with orcs in front of it.
And we don't even have to descend a chimney.
Yeah, and Arctos is like, oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank the lords.
Then he says, like, hey guys, I think I have a cool trick that will freak them out at least a little bit so you can get the jump on them. I use it sometimes. It does freak people out.
That sounds good.
Alright.
I guess we're gonna let
You
Nick.
need to get within 30
Arctos
feet
is-
of them.
Arctos
Just
is
30
thinking-
feet.
Arctos is thinking, oh, this cannot be good.
Are you gonna go and get their noses?
No, 30 feet. Just 30.
I like how Neni knows how big 30 feet is.
When you're a minor, you have, like, spatial awareness.
I guess that's fair. She can't read,
Yes.
but she knows how big 30
She
feet
also
is.
When
might
I
have
was
some
a child.
orders.
Alright, so we're gonna get within 30 feet?
I will need you to make a stealth check, you specifically. before we can determine if you do this unnoticed. But unless you want to be noticed.
Noticing matters more or less, but stealth would help.
Okay. What kind of armor are you wearing, by the way?
I am wearing chainmail.
So you will make me a stealth check at disadvantage because you are wriggly and jingly.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Alright.
And I like to think that like Neni's armor isn't actually like chainmail; it's more like mining gear with like bits and bobs on it. But you know, mechanically, it's noisy.
Yeah, she
Alright.
and I don't have very good armor, do we?
So at disadvantage, I got a 5, but the 5 only kind of matters.
Okay. Yeah. You're like
Don't finish this thing, because the second I get within 30 feet, I got my plan.
Yeah, so you're like within 40, give or take, like you're trying to sneak your way up, and the two orcs are oh wait, no, I forgot to 1 second. Oh my fucking god.
Did I go unnoticed?
Yes, because they are I forgot that number 1 I had to roll for it, and then they rolled a 5, but they apply a -2 penalty because they're not paying attention. So, yeah, no, despite you wrangling and jingling and you, like, maybe tripping once or twice on your way over, it'd be like, fuck! And then getting back, well, I don't know if Neni curses, but, yeah, no, you're able to get close enough within 30 feet without being noticed.
Alright, so I get within 30 feet, and I have the guys, and I'm like, alright guys, I'm gonna need you to get ready on this one. And then you just see her go dead silent, and she uses silent speech to scream inside both of the orcs' heads.
Yeah, so all you guys see is Neni concentrating really hard, and you don't hear anything. I thought silent speech... Can silent speech only get one person at a time?
Yeah, but I mean, like, you get one, and then you get the other, it'll freak them out real good.
Okay, yeah, and are you planning on attacking after this?
Yeah, well, they're all freaked out. You get advantage, my dude.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, all of you guys roll initiative for me. You'll get a surprise round because Neni fucking nailed this shit, and they will take their initiative at disadvantage.
Oh boy.
So you see,
Just curious.
you see these orcs, and they're just like, "Argh!" And they're clutching their heads at like just someone screaming in their heads all of a sudden. Now what?
What's Nini's class? I completely missed it.
Neni? Well, do you want to?
She's a brute fighter, but that's actually a race feature, because she's a ghost-wise halfling. So she can, as long as she's within 30 feet, she can talk to somebody telepathically if they have the same
'cause
language.
I thought you said fighter, but I was like, what archetype is doing? Like, yeah, okay.
It's a racial thing.
Gotcha.
Oh, I've just got a 3.
Well, Arctos still goes ahead of the orcs, so that's fine.
I got
I'm
a
going
17.
Can you imagine that Arctos did it as well? He was just spooked.
He was like, what the fuck?
Morven got a 27.
Okay, Morven goes first.
Heck
All
yeah,
right.
dude.
Overkill on the fucking initiative.
Nini, what's
Yeah,
your dex?
welcome to Ranger.
Nini, what is your dex?
My dex is 14.
Soul Rune, what's your dex?
My dex is 8.
That's kind of what I figured. Alright, so Nini, then Soul Rune, then Spicy, then Arctos.
I kind of forgot that she's here too.
Yeah, I need to make her be more vocal, but it's fine. Orcs. Okay, Morven, you've got 2 basically incapacitated orcs in front of you. What do you do?
I will draw out my bow.
Okay, so I'm with you. I'm with you so far.
I think you know what you have to do.
Yeah, I was like, is there anything else I can do? And the answer is no, not really. Or not without burning spells that I don't really need to. So
Right.
it's gonna be that It's gonna be that
It's gonna
sharpshooter.
be me.
I was just thinking that.
So Tyler,
Yeah.
you know, so I took that sharpshooter feat just now.
Uh-huh.
But I also just rolled a natural 20.
That invalidates it. Go ahead and tell me exactly how bad this fucking orc dies, I guess.
And that's also my Gloomstalker turn.
Oh, shit. Let me see. Well, a standard orc has 15 hit points, so just go ahead and tell me how bad he dies. Go ahead and give me a how do you do this to this one orc. This random ass, like, orc who's screaming, clutching his head like, get out of my head, please, I have a daughter.
I wanna, I basically pull up my bow and do it, and it goes into, like, full Fallout, like, VAT system. Like, it goes into slow-mo as his head just, like, explodes, like...
Yeah, so... Fucking, yeah, your arrow hits him, and even though, like, an arrow shouldn't be able to do this, it just goes full Mortal Kombat. Like, his head bursts like a goddamn cherry that you crush in your hands.
Get over here.
Basically. And the arrow, like, sticks into the stone on the other side. Into the stone. You just shot it that good. That brings us to Neni, who just saw a man fucking die.
Not my first round.
All right,
So-
Neni's in the club. Neni's fucking raw.
So Nini goes up to them, takes out her war pick, swings once for a hit.
Okay.
I
I mean, you will have to roll that hit, so I mean, yes.
know, which is what I am rolling. And she got a 13.
That meets actually. But you can
Damn.
roll it at an advantage because they are like super indisposed. To be fair, I should have given more of an advantage.
I don't
You
think it
didn't need
matters.
it.
That's 18.
Yes, that does hit.
And then, so I'm gonna do 1d8 plus 5 piercing damage. So
And then roll your
that
fucking
is
brute shit.
8, 7, 8, 9. So that's 12 damage. And then I'm going to action surge for one last hit,
Okay.
which is an extra 1d4. So that's 13 damage.
You don't have to do your action surge to do your brute damage. I think the brute damage applies to every single hit you make.
I don't know what you mean by brute damage. That's not something that was written down on my sheet.
So, let me double check what I put on Neni. But basically, every time you hit with a weapon, you get an additional 1d4 damage because you're a brute.
I just know action surge. When I hit with a weapon I'm proficient in, I roll an extra 1d4.
I mislabeled that, and I apologize. Action surge, basically, you get to take an extra turn whenever you want, like how Magnus does in Adventure Zone.
Oh, well then I'd action surge and just hit him again.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you now, you don't have to, and you can save that for like the one time a day you get to use it, because your brute damage is enough to kill him.
Alright, cool.
So let me just reset that because I just fucked up my headphones. That's great. Love it. Okay, cool. Sorry. Yeah. So that orc is also dead. Good job, Nini.
Then he goes, did y'all like my trick?
Yep, that worked pretty good.
I have no idea what in all creation you did, but that was pretty good.
Upon Nini hearing him say he doesn't know what she did, she screams in his mind.
I mean, yeah, it happens.
Yeah, I did that.
So yeah, your mind is screamed in. How do you feel?
Wow.
Soul is a she, by the way. So yeah, you guys had the. I'm double checking things. Shallow steps lead up to a steep fissure to the south and turn east into the mountainside. Here, a broad entranceway has been carved out of the stone. Marble steps cracked with age and veined with green moss lead up to a strong double door of carved stone, 8 feet wide and almost 10 feet tall. Arrow slits high on the north and south walls command this area. However, because you guys did that so quickly and so, like, smoothly, it doesn't look like anyone has noticed you yet. So it is a large stone door. What do you do?
We're about to run that stealth archer in Skyrim where we just go through the entire dungeon and not a single person ever gets alerted to us.
I certainly hope not, because that's kind of boring.
Well, we have 2 party members with disadvantage on stealth checks, so I'm sure that won't happen.
It doesn't matter if nobody gets a chance to make a turn against me.
So yeah, you've got yourself a big old door.
I'd say our best move is trying to push it open.
All right, yeah, you can make me a strength check.
I will assist.
You can make me a strength check at advantage.
I got a 15.
Yeah, that is not going to do it.
Wait, advantage? Do I get advantage too?
Yes, you do.
Because I jokingly rolled it a second time and got a 19 plus 5, so it's a 24.
Damn. Soul Rune, you push on this door, like to brace it for Neni, for Neni to like get in there. But Neni like just rolls up her sleeves real quick, just like puts the guns on display, and goes and pushes on it, and you actually feel the force push this damn thing in. And as the door is like buckling against something, you realize that it's barred, by like some barricades and stuff like that. But you feel them crack as this little 3-foot tall halfling pushes this barricaded stone door open. And oh man.
Yeah, Neni finishes this and she's out of breath and she's like, I got it! I got the door! This is really heavy.
And as you say that, what's your armor class?
19.
Okay, as you say this, a arrow whizzes past you and kind of like bounces off a particularly well, like padded shoulder. Bounces off of you. Leaves like a little bruise, but doesn't do any damage.
Yeah, I look at this one and I go, that's not good.
And
walk out of the way.
Morven, what's your AC?
I want to say, 17.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't hit. Solar and AC, and Arctos as well. 16, that's a no. Arctos, what's your AC?
I believe it is 13.
Okay, Arctos, you take 7 piercing damage. So, yeah, as you guys get this door open and the inhabitants within see that you guys are not who they think they are, just a hail of arrows starts through the air, and, like, they're plucking the stone, mostly just, like, trying to warn you. But the only person who actually takes one is, are you doing a shield?
No. 1 second.
Okay. Let's see.
How far away are they?
That's a good question. You can't tell, but Morven, you can. They are. Let me see here. I'm just double checking. I didn't actually get too much of the dungeon prepped because I was expecting the exploration to take a lot longer, but you guys kind of blew through that. Just double check here. Sorry. Into the trail, the rift hall.
Are they within 60 feet?
Yes.
Oh yeah, then can I hellish rebuke the person who attacked me?
You absolutely can. And it's
cool,
like you can't quite see, but you can probably like outline from just like the trajectory of the arrow.
Yeah, I'd like them to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
And he fails the shit out of that. How much damage does it do?
2d10 fire damage. Let's see here. I forgot. I have all sorts of abilities I keep forgetting about. So let's see here. They take 12 damage.
God damn. Yeah, you hear like you hear an orc not so like masculinely yelp. As like a burst of fire just like travels up his body and like sears him terribly. And it looks like there's now like a little burning fire in the back, but you hear him still struggling, so it's apparent that he's still alive.
I'm gonna activate my flames of Phlegethos.
Phlegethos, I think is how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Whatever. What does that do? Oh, you get like your little fire aura thing.
Yeah, so it puts an aura around me for the next turn.
Okay.
The next 1 minute or so.
So let me see here. Yeah, so Morven, you're looking at how this whole thing is, and it looks like they're firing from above you. It looks like they have set up a chamber, like a little balcony with no railing or anything, from a door that is from a room that is farther inside. You are able to see 3 orcs that are not on fire, armed with longbows, and you see one that is on fire and is not having a great time. You guys can engage them if you would like to, and we would have to roll initiative, or if you have a different idea, let me know.
Just gonna look at Morven and be like, they're up there.
Yeah, Nini puts her shield out in front of her to just hold it there while somebody else figures out what to do.
Alright. Did someone say they had an idea? So, the way that this works is that, there is some stone stairway, that, like, leads further in that would get you out of range of these guys, but you don't know where it leads relative to where they're shooting you from.
Solrun will raise up her hands and say, "We want to talk."
You want to talk? You opened up our door and you lit him on fire!
Well, I didn't do that.
To be fair, that was in self-defense. Your friend did shoot me with an arrow.
Defend yourself from this! What's your AC?
Okay, at 13.
Yeah, and he does not hit you. But another arrow, like, sears past you. Doesn't look like these guys are super crazy about talking.
Cool, can I respond with another spell? Can't cast Hellish Rebuke again, but...
Yeah, I will say yes, but, like, we will have to roll initiative after that.
Just gonna look at Morven and shrug?
Yeah, might as well.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'll just cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay, roll to hit.
23.
That definitely hits. Go figure. What does your Eldritch Blast look like? I like insinuating spell flavor on people.
Yeah, so it's, I'm thinking about this. I think it comes off as, like, this wave of, like, ghost flame, kind of.
Okay.
And, like, he, like, throws his hand out almost like a curve, and it just, like, shoots out in a straight line. And, like, this, like, purple, like, luminescent flame just, like, spits out.
And I like to think that 2, like, vaguely humanoid figures spiral around it. Maybe with, like, little wings.
Maybe it's like purple and orange, like, mixed together, so it's, like, 2 different colors.
Yeah, I like that. So let's see here. We'll do this one. Yeah, and what was the damage on that? Are you doing on the guy that was on fire?
Yeah, it's 4 damage.
Okay, yeah, he dies. Your little separate Eldritch Blast, like, converge and fuck him up right good, and he falls over and crumbles.
And I'm gonna step behind some cover.
All right. Roll initiative, everybody.
Hey, I didn't crit fail initiative this time. I got a 12.
All right. Morven, how badly did you beat everybody?
I only got a 17 this time.
All right. Nini?
4.
4. Solrin?
6.
All right, really nailing it today.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna 14.
Nini's behind a shield, so she's just chilling.
This is like doodling on the ground with chalk. All right, Morven, shocker, go first.
So, okay, give me a layout. How many of these orcs am I seeing?
There are 3 of them on top of this little balcony, this little ledge that's overlooking you. They have the high ground.
And you said there's that stair thing we can go up?
Yeah, so the orcs are on a ledge to your north that probably leads to like a room that's on a higher level than you are. And there is a hallway to the east, like past this staircase.
So, like, I could run up the stairs and, like, still get it, like, be kind of equal with them?
The stairs don't go quite that high up. You have a feeling that the stairs lead to like different parts of the interior of this place. possibly like another stairwell deeper in that leads to how high they go.
And about how far is the top of the stair?
The stair goes up about 10 feet before you're out of like sight of them.
Oh, so it's like right there on us.
Yeah.
Is there a direct path to them?
No, they are on like a ledge overlooking you. The only way to get up there is like if you had like a grappling hook or something.
Gotcha. And so, other than that, there's really nothing else in here?
No, it's an entryway.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do the thing.
Oh, that was like
So-
not even an extended version, was it?
So, my attack is a... Actually, let me double check with my new dex mod what that actually does. An unnatural 20.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
Okay. So this one is going to be...
I have to say, given she worships Shantae and all, Silrun really disapproves of your unnatural roll.
I mean, yeah. Wow.
So that one is going to be 13. Yeah, 13.
13 damage.
Yep. And then Gloomstalker. I'm actually going to use my Gloomstalker shot at a different one.
Okay, for like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because it just says make an attack. It doesn't say on the same target.
Alright, so the first one takes an arrow to the gut, but he's still up.
And so that one is going to be 17
Damage?
to hit.
Oh, to hit. I was about to say, Jesus Christ, yeah, that does hit.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
17
You know what I just
damage
realized?
right now.
I didn't apply my. I did the thing, but I didn't do the damage. So that was actually 23 damage on the first one.
Christ, yeah, no, he dies. You get him in the jugular.
The second one is gonna take 23 as well.
My God!
What are...
No, he's like... He rolled an artillery cannon of a character. It's crazy. Alright, 2 orcs dead. Jesus. Yeah, and now on their turn...
I mean, because yeah, that's not even full combo. Because I still have Hunter's Mark or Zephyr Strike that I could stack if I wanted to.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Ah.
So, the last remaining orc draws his crossbow and fires off a attack. He rolls a 21. And wow, okay, yeah, you take 12 points of damage, Morven.
But I don't have any aggro. What is this?
Go fuck yourself. Arctos.
Okay.
There's one orc
We
remaining
decided-
on this ledge.
So we decided they're within
Um,
or 60 feet.
Yeah, they're like 30 feet above you, so it's like a diagonal line, but you could hit them from 60 feet, yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide here what I should do. So they're up above us.
Yeah, they're on a ledge overlooking you.
I guess I'll just Eldritch Blast them.
Welcome to playing Warlock, buddy. Roll to hit.
I was like, I got all these cool things I could do, but no, just that's a 26. I crit.
Yeah, wow.
No mercy.
Roll damage just in case, but like, holy shit.
It's 19 damage.
Oh my god! So yeah, Solred and Neni just like chill behind their fucking shields and like play. They have like a tea party while you guys just
shield. I'm just chilling.
annihilate these motherfuckers. Yeah, your twin beams.
We do like a
oh my
we do like
god!
a combo move where like he shoots the Eldritch Blast and I just like shoot an arrow through it while it spirals around.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, you have like a double helix that just goes and like enters both of the orc's ears, and his head just like pops like a watermelon.
He dies and falls down, and everybody's just looking at Arctus. Arctus is like, I didn't get to fight the other group, so I mean...
Oh my.
This is the part where we realize that warlocks are terrifying, dude.
No, warlocks are like horrific.
The crazy thing is like I was looking at meta magic to see if I could reach them with like in one of my touch spells with
Yes,
my sorcerer stuff.
that is the scary thing. It's why Sorcerer Paladin is so fucking scary.
Because you go, oh yeah, that range spell, or that touch spell. Guess what?
Yeah, basically. Okay. So yeah, you guys absolutely just mow to the lawn that was made of orcs instead of grass. And this leaves you with just a stairway going up to the east.
I'll take the lead from here.
Okay. Let me see here. A narrow ledge overlooks a deep crevice that cuts the room in two. Yeah, let me describe the room. So the great door opens up into a large hall. A narrow ledge overlooks a deep, dark crevasse that cuts the room in two. A dangerous-looking rope bridge, frayed and thin, spans the gap. Water gurgles and rushes somewhere far below. Two copper braziers are unlit on either side of the door going ahead, not illuminating the western room. Another ledge is barely visible on the other side of the chasm. So basically, the stairs that you guys can go up to, yes, the stairs that you guys go up to, you see that it opens up into a door that's already open, mind you, that extends into a rope bridge that leads to what is the other half of this room. So yeah,
Okay.
rope bridge.
I'm pretty dexterous, so I'm gonna do some nimble bullshit to test the bridge.
Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, no, it's a pretty well-made bridge, like, all things considered. Like, as far as orcish craftsmanship goes, it's not at all, badly made. You get a feeling that you shouldn't test it, but, you could
But I'm
cross...
able to make it over pretty soundly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. And then I say, all right, guys, seems safe enough.
I also will note that your dark vision does not extend to the bottom. So yeah, it's a pretty deep fall. You'd wager over 100 feet.
Yeah. So it's safe enough for an orc bridge, but maybe still watch your steps.
Okay.
I'd say we should go one at a time, and maybe Kenny and Neni and Arctos should go before me.
Okay.
Should.
Then he just starts walking across the bridge.
Okay. Yeah. It looks like they tried to repel you from the entryway, which is a good thing they didn't do it while you were trying to cross the bridge, because you have a feeling that it would have been kind of hard to maintain your balance if things were coming at you, but you successfully make it to the other side of the bridge. The walls and the floor of this natural cave have been carefully smoothed. You can discern at least 4 routes leading off into the darkness. Red coals glow from within the southeastern passageway, and a crude wooden cage door closes off the southern exit. Floor is covered in sleeping furs, crates, sacks, and rubbish. Actually, scratch that red coals. The southeast passage is not glowing. There's a big Neni-sized reason why.
What?
Don't worry about it. Basically, you're in a large circular room, and it's got 4 pathways out of it. One to the north, one to the south, one to the southeast, and one to the northeast.
Separate from the ones we took, or like 4?
Separate from, yeah,
including?
it was like a straight shot from this room.
Okay, so there's 4 other paths then. Though.
Yes. Besides the rope bridge that leads away from it.
Gotcha.
So yeah. That is what is going on here. You've got 3 natural things going on here, and 1 cage door, like a prison almost. And actually, as you do enter this place, Neni, you start hearing people actually start like talking. They're like, "Oh, thank Yondala, we're rescued! Oh, thank goodness!" And a row of rough-hewn sapling trunks forms a crude but serviceable barrier across the mouth of this small cave. A door locked with iron padlock secures the room. Inside, you see two filthy prisoners dressed in tattered rags, crowding close to the door. Looks like two human men.
Do they look familiar to me? Like, are they from the town?
Let me see here. No. No, you're not sure. You don't recognize them. But
And he just goes up and say, "Who are you?"
well, oh, good. Are you here to save us? Oh, I'm sorry. My name's Garadil, and this is my good man, Korana. And he's like, hello.
Hi.
The orcs took us, and they were trying to raise ransom for us.
Yeah. Yeah, I came here, I think, about orcs. My friends have more information than me, really. But yeah, I came here for orcs for money. But we killed all the ones in the front room, so I guess if we can get you out, you could just leave.
Oh, please, please, we've been in here for a month. They feed us just the worst. It smells terrible.
Okay.
So why did they, like, I guess where/why did they take you? I mean, obviously they took you for ransom, but what were you doing to catch their eye?
We're from a small settlement outside of Blazingdale. We were just making our way, trying to start up our own mining operation, but they put a stop to that by grabbing us.
I mean, I guess so. And can I try to break the fucking lock?
You can make an attack on the lock, yes. It looks pretty solid.
Alright.
So does Neni.
Yeah.
That is a 26 to attack.
Oh yeah. Your war pick splinters it, and just like busts the cage door open.
Didn't even have to roll damage. Shit.
Oh, thank you. No, because I know you do like a minimum of 5, and that's how much HP the padlock has. And it's just like, oh, thank you. We're gonna make our way out. You said all the orcs are dead, right?
Well,
ones
at
I
least
know
the ones in
about.
the door.
But all the orcs on the way out are dead.
Yeah, we got the 2 guys at the door, and then the what was it? 3 guys? Maybe more in the front. Yeah, and then we got here.
Alright, that's good enough for me. Come on. And the other man is like kind of too tired to talk of follows, and they leave the area.
Okay, what's next?
You still have 3 passageways from this room. They look like they go into like, stone hallways. One of them to the north, one to the northeast, and one to the southeast. Let me see here. It's to 7.
I'm arbitrarily feeling southeast, if anyone else is.
Yeah,
Which one's to our left?
To the left is north.
The north.
So you taking the one on the left just for arbitrary reasons?
You always go left.
Yeah, you do always
If you
go left,
can.
That's true. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, you take the natural passageway up to the north. It kind of hooks, but it keeps on going in one direction. No junctures or anything. And we come up to this. Haphazard stacks of crates, barrels, sacks, and bundles crowd this long cavern. To the north, 2 finished stone passageways open to the east and west. A narrower opening leads south. In the southeast corner is an old well full of murky water. You get the idea that this is like a common area, maybe where they store a lot of the food and the other goods that they have stolen.
I'm gonna check the well. What's in it?
Let's see. Make a... No, you don't have to fucking make a perception check. So you don't have to, it doesn't look like there's anything in the well. It looks like just where they get their stuff, get their water.
stuff.
Yeah, they're water. Anyway, I'm sorry, I just have to double check on this real quick. I should have prepped the dungeon a little more, but it's fine. It's fine. But while you're looking at the well, there's a loose stone on the outside of the well that you like jiggle, and you're able to remove it. And within looks like a little stash. You find a strong box. Within it, 180 gold pieces and a flask of holy water.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I'll be nice and split that evenly, and then the holy water, I guess I'll give to the man of faith, or the woman of faith.
Okay, thank you.
Well, there's actually two of them.
Yeah, but I think it's assumed, you know.
How many gold pieces is that each?
180 is 45 apiece.
Alright.
Let's double check that. Given to Spicy, the cleric, who I need to make talk more.
You know, not everybody feels like talking all the time.
Mm-hmm. How's everyone doing on time, by the way? Just checking.
Good.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
CP, but you know.
A-okay.
Go for
It's about 10:05.
Okay, just checking. Go for a little bit longer, I think. Let's see. And of course, you're fucking. It's more DC 15 fucking wisdom checks. I swear to God. So as you're checking
Actually,
around, go ahead.
That actually, like, just to add it in there, that actually may be higher now. To be perfectly honest.
Jesus. Make sure you check
No,
that.
that one stayed the same. It's still 15.
As you're like checking out this place, you see a couple of like writings on the wall in Orcish.
The writing's literally on the wall.
Yeah, really. And the way that they're arranged makes it look like they are surrounding hidden doors. Let me double check that. Southeast one. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, just give me a second. Yes. So that leads to. I'm sorry, give me just a second. On the other side, yeah, I'm definitely prepping the dungeon a little bit better next time. That is my bad, and I apologize.
It's all good, dude.
Secret door cleverly constructed, discovers the door. Yeah, so within, if you see, like, some curses and orc, hexes and curses, not, like, any significant actual power behind them, no magic behind them, but, like, you know, they're just, like, you know, Gug says fuck you kind of deals and everything.
Well, fuck you too, Gug.
Hey, Arctos, I think I found your mom's phone number.
What's a phone?
Oh, ha ha! Very funny.
No, you don't get to make phone number jokes. That's not in character. Like, come on. It's a stone.
Fine.
It's a stone of far speech, you asshole.
You're right.
I found her mailing address. Also, who here actually speaks, reads, writes Orcish?
I don't think anyone.
Nobody. I thought about it. I almost took orcs as my favorite enemy, but I was like, it's fine. I'll just feed into elf racism and take dwarves instead.
Does just looks at Spicy. Like, you know, you had the answer last time. Maybe you have the answer this time.
Oh yes, let me just check my own character sheet to see how much languages I speak. Yeah, that's give me a second, because she speaks like 6 fucking languages, but I don't think Orcish is one of them.
Arctos looks at Neni, like, just hopeful. Like, maybe
She can't read common. What makes you think?
Neni cannot read. She can only speak English and Halfling, which is just an amazing feat within itself that you can even speak Common with her.
She speaks Common, Gnome, Draconic, Goblin, Elven, Dwarven, and oh my god, she speaks Orcish. Okay, cool. Why did I put that? It's just that solves the entire dungeon for you guys, but whatever. It's just
It says, this room is where you're looking for, go here.
Well, it looks like protective curses and hexes, but no real power behind them, just They're kind of hoping. They're hoping to Groomsh. That's their deity, you understand, big orc man. I don't think they want us to come in here, and I think that is the reason why we should go in there.
I would agree. That sounds good.
Logic.
Alright. So, yeah, it looks like a blank wall, but with, like, some good looking with your elvish eyes, you're able to see how the stone slides away, and it pushes into an empty recess in the hall, leading you into a little hallway. And this hallway pivots open into another secret door that you're able to find very easily. The secret door pivots open to reveal a chamber of finished stonework. The room is cluttered with crude furnishings, and the air is hazy with the smoke of a small cooking fire. Dozens of yellowed skulls are suspended from the ceiling by fraying ropes strung through holes punched in the bone. An orc in a ragged black robe looks up from her work, her face twisted in an expression of rage. He's like, "Groomsh looks on trespassers with hatred." And she kind of at you, this old lady. "Come now, my little stingies. Let us feast."
Yeah, we're not trespassing.
And you're gonna need to roll initiative.
Whoa, we're
I also
not
feel like
trespassing.
Grumsh looks on just about everything with hatred.
Yeah, that's
The
kind
guy-
of his whole thing.
If we were trespassing, the guys up front would have stopped us. You know that.
Oh man, we are no strangers to war, and you bring these instruments of killing, but we are much better at it than you.
Yeah, then how have we gotten this far? I'm just saying, if we were trespassing, you all would have disposed of us.
Feast, my lovelies, is what she says, and you are going to need to roll
Oh, how
initiative.
generous! They're throwing us a feast.
Alright, let me get an ish.
I
I'm
got
an
a
ish.
6.
Arctos got a 6.
I got a 20, but not naturally.
Okay.
22.
Now, Tyler,
Yeah.
you should know that the native peoples of my region are referred to as Anishinaabe, or Nish for short. So when you say you want to get a Nish, well, you have a Nish right here.
Aw. Well, you know, I respect your culture, and well, let's just leave it at that. What's your initiative?
We're about to get all up in this niche.
Ew.
God! What is your fucking
Please
initiative
no.
roll?
5.
Okay, thank you. Spicy, what you got for me, honey? Okay, I'll take it. Alright, then, I'm sorry, there's quite a few little things, because she has 2 followers with her as well. Oh man, this lady's fun.
That's an interesting way to say already dead.
Let's see.
When does Isaac get to go again?
I rolled a 22, so...
Well, let's just double check here. I'm just, like I said, I have a lot of things to roll for here.
Great, because we know I do so well when there's multiple enemies.
And orcs roll for that. Okay, so our initiative will be starting with Morven, then to Neni.
No way.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right?
Come here, Dutchie.
Oh yeah, the good cat. Is the cat being good?
Yeah,
I love that
No.
cat.
she just wants pets.
Well, yeah, she's a cat.
She's entitled to pets.
Alright, I'm sorry, it is almost done. This is going to be interesting combat because it's basically players then enemy. And that's always the most fun. Then Arctos, then Spicy, then poor little Solrin.
I got a 6! How is this players than enemy?
Well, it's player, enemy, player, basically. So
Oh, okay.
in the long run, it'll be player, then enemy. So yeah, as you guys are, prepping for this, you do see these, little creatures fly out from, like, recesses in the ceiling. And the only way to describe them is that they are, like, imagine a mosquito, but with bat wings,
done?
like leathery bat wings.
Honestly, done.
So yeah, like large bat-sized mosquitoes with bat leathery wings, And that is going to bring us to me playing the boss music, because you guys found this, and I'm very happy that you did. It's really hard to, like, look at things and be like, oh, they might not find that, because fucking Morven is here with his baller-ass perception. Yeah, Morven. So, you've got, like, this orc shamaness, and you've got 2 orcs flanking her, and these 4 little mosquito creatures in the air. What do you do?
Get the raid. Get
How
the
big
bugs
is this
out.
room?
I'm sorry?
How big is the room?
The room is, oh gosh.
We don't need no water. What the?
It is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It is like 30 feet long, and so like from where you're standing to the opposite wall, it is 30 feet, and the other way up and down is about 15 feet. It's like a narrow kind of room.
Okay, so it's still fairly. Like we could traverse it easily wherever we want to go.
Yes.
Okay.
There's junk on the room, the wall. Not on the wall. There's junk on the wall. There's junk on like the floor and everything, but it's not like significant enough to where it'll impair your progress.
Okay. So I am going to cast Zephyr Strike, and I am going to go ahead and invoke the advantage off of it.
All right.
So and then Sharpshooter.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. So that will be a 21 to hit.
Go figure. Yeah. How much damage?
So that will be 26.
Jesus Christ. All right.
And then the Gloomstalker attack.
How many times a day can you do that?
Gloomstalker is the first round of every initiative.
That is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. Welcome to Ranger.
Let me go ahead and
And
look at that. But yes, go ahead.
Flashback to that one time Tyler told me not to play Ranger because they weren't a really good class.
Well, they weren't, but like then they like came up with these fucking bonker ass subclasses.
No, it's not that they're not good. It's that they're boring.
It's the whole
Yeah,
thing. The whole
there's
thing.
that.
Yeah, the whole thing is that they're built off of like the exploration pillar, which is kind of neglected. At the start turn of each, your walking speed increases less if you take an attack shot. Oh my fucking god!
Yeah, I can only do it once per initiative, so that first round I have to go all in.
So I'm wondering if that's an extra attack or if it's just like the 1d8 damage.
That's what I was asking. Because
Yeah.
When I asked you, yeah. Because it's not clear. It's kind of vague.
If that attack hits, the target takes an extra 1d8 damage. I think it's supposed to be like an extra 1d8, not an actual other. Do you mind if I like, just so you don't destroy every single combat you go into on round 1, can we make that just like a 1d8 if it hits?
No, that's fine, because next level I get an extra attack.
Oh
so
my
I understand.
Fucking yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's how we're gonna roll it.
Okay, so then the D8. So I still need to roll
A 1d8.
I still need to roll the second attack, right? Or
Yes.
just take the D8. Okay. So the second attack. So it's just I roll a second attack. That attack is a D8 with no mods.
Right. I
The
believe
attack
so.
roll will, but I won't get like +5 damage.
I think that's right.
Okay. I rolled maximum damage. That's another 8.
Okay. Like, Jesus Christ. And you're doing this to the orc in robes?
The shaman,
Okay.
whatever
cool.
lady.
Yeah, so you, like, fire off an arrow and, like, catches her pretty square in the chest, and she's not super happy about it, but she is still up.
That's all I got.
Neni, you've got one important-looking orc in robes, 2 less important orcs, approaching with melee weapons, and you've got 4 little mosquito creatures in the air. Anyone
I'm sure they're important to somebody.
And anyone who wants to make nature checks can do one if they want to learn what kind of creature this is, but, you know.
I'm especially bad
Natural
at that.
1.
Yeah, you don't know the fuck these things are. What are you doing?
I am going to attack the orc in robes because everybody knows you go for the uniques first. Always. So I'm gonna take out my war pick and do a big ol' swingy swing.
That's a 14.
That does not hit. You go up and you swing your war pick, but she like raises up her shield or lowers her shield because you're very tiny and catches it, like deflects it off.
Well, dang.
All right.
I'd say it sounds more like a ding.
Yeah, really. It's like tink. So on the next turn, the little mosquito-like creatures in the air, they're sturges, if you know what a sturge is. They start flying around a little more actively and start dive bombing you guys. Morven, this one definitely hits you with a 23.
Holy shit.
And so what this thing does is it dive bombs and it, like, basically sinks its beak into you and attaches super hard to you on the arm.
Oh, fuck, I know what these are.
And it does minimum, so 4 damage.
Okay. Also, since we're still since we're on the topic of my mechanics, because next level I do gain that extra attack. The extra attack action is separate from the attack action, right? So like I wouldn't get attack, dread ambush, or extra attack. Dread ambush,
No. Extra attack is when you make the attack roll. So
right. Okay.
Take the attack action.
That's what I thought. I was just
Yeah.
making sure that
It's an addendum to that action.
because like yeah.
I'll have to like rules lawyer it with someone I know, and we'll like get a definite ruling on that. But
I definitely think you're right. I'm just confirming,
Mm.
like that's how we're playing it. Like I think you're right, and because other like this is busted enough. Like you throw in all those like slightly like poorly worded like rulesing on this subclass, and it could get real broken real quick.
right. Neni, one of the sturges makes a dive at you, but you're able to raise up your shield in time and get it from sticking on you with its beak. Whatever you call a mosquito's little pecky thing. Proboscis, thank you.
I was gonna call it a snooter, but whatever.
I think snooter is better.
That is the scientific term, I do believe.
Got him right in the snooter.
Yeah, these are their scientific name, Snootus duplicitus. Sorun, your AC is 18, was it?
16.
Well, still. One of them dive bombs at you as well, and you're able to like swat it away before it is able to get a good little hook on you. And Arctos, natural 1, so one of them flies up to you and tries to peck you, but then it decides to change its mind.
Oh. Just looks at me and it's like, hey, you're not.
I'm not good enough for you.
You and I.
Nini. It is now the flanking orc's turn, and one of these guys is going to take his great axe and swing down at you. And that surpasses a 20, so that definitely hits. This guy brings down a great axe and like
Surpasses a 20 by how much?
it's 20. It's a 17 plus 5, so it's a 23.
Okay, then he just barely beats it out.
What do you mean?
My buddy, 17 plus 5 is 22.
What's your AC again?
It's normally 19, but it's +2 with my shield.
No, it's 19 after the shield. Sorry, it's normally 17, but then it's a 19 with the shield.
You're very bad at writing down armor classes, sir.
I'm sorry. Right, roll your own character.
No.
All right, so yeah, that's
Tyler knows that he's my slave and he does whatever I ask him to.
Yeah.
So do it correct.
True. Yeah, he deals 10 damage slashing to you. His great axe carves against your little mining gear. Not a terribly grievous wound, but it does hurt. The next one.
Owie. Did you give me a damage?
Yeah, 10.
Okay, I didn't hear a damage, and I was
sorry.
just like, okay.
Yeah, it's 10 slashing damage.
Take my best guess.
Solrune, another one of the orcs, is gonna come up to you and make an attack, and that's also a 22.
That will hit.
Yeah, the great axe slings against your ill-fitting mail armor. This one, however, only does 6 damage to you, as it kind of falls short of a vital area. And
I don't even think that's like... That's so little of my health. What? Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, I went from my max, which is 45, down to 29.
So then we've got the Eye of Groomsh, who takes her turn. So she is going to cast
die.
a spell. So yeah. Let me see. I'm just double checking here. Yeah, she casts Spiritual Weapon. Out of the air, a ghostly spear appears and dives at Morven.
That sounds about right.
But it super doesn't hit. She rolled a 9 total. So this spear shoots past you, and like you're able to dodge out of it in the way while this little thing's still sucking your blood out. But the spear does turn around and looks like it's ready to take a swing at you. And after this, the Eye of Groomsh is going to use her actual action to swing her spear at Neni. And that does not hit. Just kind of goes wide over your head. Alright, with
Sounds like she's weak of spear it.
Alright, Arctos, advantage. I hate you. You have inspiration. Arctos, go ahead.
I'm gonna cast magic missile at 2nd level.
Okay. Yeah, roll that damage.
Just a second.
4 1d4s plus 1. Plus 1 to each.
Oh, I gotta see here. So I'll target the bug thing closest to me
Okay.
first. The 3 damage.
It's dead. Your missile catches it in the chest and it kind of disintegrates.
Right. I'll target the one attacking Morven.
Okay. And it roll damage.
6 damage.
It dies. It gets blasted off of Morven and crumbles into dust.
How many more are there?
2 more.
I'll target another. It does 5 damage.
And it's dead.
And 4 damage, the last
And
one.
it is dead. These guys have 2 hit points.
Okay, then I couldn't have not killed them.
Yup. And it's like making
Okay.
you work for it.
Then I will back away from all the attacky people.
Alright. Yeah, Morven, you feel a lot better as your blood is no longer being actively sucked out of your body. Spicy here is a 2nd level spellcaster, and I should really make her act like it, so we're going to have her do Guiding Bolt on the orc that carved up a little bit of Neni. And so, yeah, she extends her hand and a silvery bolt comes flashing out and hits this orc straight in the chest. And that does 46 radiant damage, which I am going to roll now. That's 11, 15, 19 damage, Jesus. Yeah, her Guiding Bolt catches the orc that hit Neni in the chest and travels out through its body. A little bit of light like comes out of his mouth and his eyes, and then he kind of just shrivels and dies.
You ride.
Alright, and then Solrune is finally down to you. You guys killed 5 of the 7 enemies in one turn.
Eye of Grumsh still up.
I thought it was Groomsh because it had 2 U's, but yes, Grumsh, whatever.
Okay. Let's take out my sickle. I'm gonna pray to Shantae, so I'm gonna cast Divine Favor, bonus action, yada yada.
Okay.
And I'm going to run up and I'm gonna try to slash her.
Yeah, roll to hit.
That's not good. That is a 10.
Yeah, she raises her shield, which bears the holy symbol of Grumsh, and it's almost as if it, like, repels the divine force you have behind your weapon.
My god stronger than your god. No, my god stronger than your god.
My dad can beat up your dad. Alright. Is that it?
That's it.
All
My
right.
dad works for the Lord of the Lions.
Morven, it's you.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot the Iron Grumsh. And
I'm not so grumsh.
Oh, God.
sharpshooter on it. Oh man. So that is a 6 to hit.
That does not hit. Your arrow goes very wide. She kind of does the Kid Boo thing where, like, you launch a beam at her and she kind of leans her head out of the way.
That's all I got.
Neni, you have the Eye of Grumsh and one normal orc left.
I'm gonna go for Grumsh. Big ol' war pick swing.
Hit it.
Just trying to redeem herself, really. That's 18.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Alright.
Roll damage
so,
and an extra 1d4.
So it's 1d8. That's a 3 plus 5. That's an 8. And then a d4. That's 1. So that's 9 damage.
9 damage total. And you can take a action surge now, by the way. That's once per long rest. That gives you just basically another action.
Alright, then I'll actually take an action surge to try to finish off this bad boy. Do I have to roll attack again or no?
You do, yes.
Yes, you do.
Okay. That is a 20, not naturally.
Yeah, that also hits.
So,
And you do the same
Another.
thing.
6 plus 5 is 11. And then plus the d4 is 14.
14 total. Let me check my calculator real quick, because I'm not actually adding this. I'm just writing down the amounts.
Well, that's your
She
fucking
was, she was
job.
dead last round.
No, she wasn't. She definitely wasn't. Wow, yeah. So yeah, tell me how Neni kills the Eye of Grumsh.
So after she gets her like one big swing in and hit, and then she's just like, "Oh no, but I got hit real bad last time." So then she just puts it over her head, one for like a full body, 1, 2, huh! And she's like bent over by the time she finishes the hit, and she put her all into that last one.
Oh yeah, and your war pick catches her in the chest, and basically it just it severs a lot of important things as it goes down, and she kind of like she crumbles over, and the final orc just kind of roars at you and tries to make an attack. Well, you know, a 5 probably doesn't do it.
Yeah, I would say no.
A 10 total, but still. Yeah, he swings his great axe to try to avenge the shaman, but in his rage, he swings a little high, and you're able to duck out of the way. Arctos.
I guess on the last orc, I will. Or I want to use another spell slot. Yeah, I'll just cast Eldritch Blast. Heck it.
It's so fun to listen to you settle into Warlock.
Yeah, I miss.
Okay, what do you roll?
Just 7.
Aw, buddy, it's
Ooh.
okay. Happens to everybody. Spicy with the Radiant Plume of Energy. That does hit. It only does 1d8 plus 4. For maximum damage, how much health does this? Alright, cool. Yeah, a pillar of fire comes down from the ceiling and lights up this one orc and drops him to a knee, but he is not dead yet. Soul Rune.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk up to him and press my sickle against his neck and tell him to surrender.
Make an intimidation roll for me.
What does inspiration do again?
You can basically apply advantage to whatever roll you want. Spend it.
I'm gonna spend my inspiration, and I'm gonna, yeah. 15.
Yeah, the orc kind of looks at you with the sickle pressed to his neck, and he puts his great axe down, and he gets down on all fours in a pose of supplication. You guys have defeated the shaman.
Shaman King.
Yes.
Shaman got that nature and magic bullshit, so we are looting this motherfucker.
Cha-cha-cha.
your-
Shaman.
With your incredible fucking wisdom perception, yeah. In this room, it looks like she's got a, it looks like she's got a couple, she's got like an alchemy set in here. it's a crude one. She's not making the most like lovely things. It's mostly toil, boil, and trouble and all that. But you do find 2 leather sacks. Each of them contain 16 gold. So it's 32 in total, which I believe divides into 4 evenly. Yeah, that's 8 for each of you. And also, you find 3 separate flasks of alchemist fire.
Add it to my collection.
And also, with your amazing perception, there's another secret door on the west wall. Wait. Is that the secret door that you came from? Because I think that's the only way that you got in here.
We found the exact way we got back into
Yeah,
this room.
that is
Wow.
exactly what it is. I was like, wow, how do they expect people to
So
get in there without a...
perceptive.
There is a door to the north. I will tell you that.
Okay, I'm gonna make Tyler do more friggin' research here. I'm gonna ask our orc friend that we just made here,
Mhm.
what the burial requirements, whatever, are for his people.
You know what? I'm just gonna double down on orcs being Klingons now. Oh man. He's like, ugh. When an orc dies in battle, we give him a raucous shout to warn those in the afterlife that a warrior approaches.
Do you then bury him?
Often no, we usually burn the bodies. They are but shells for our warrior spirits.
So it wouldn't be egregious to your customs then if we were to take proof of their demise.
Once they are gone, their goods are forfeit. Now let me die as a warrior.
Oh, we're not gonna kill you.
Kind of grumbles, but he doesn't actually make too much of a fuss. Besides grumbling.
And I just slowly put the bow down.
It's like, oh.
Oh, I guess we're not. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I'm gonna tie him up, and what do we want to start taking for proof of? Like, this is a bloody business, but I at least feel a little better now that I know it's like they don't think they're gonna go to hell if they're missing their heads or something.
No. Like he said that like once the body is like empty of a soul, that's it. You know, they don't give a shit. So like yeah, you could totally take their heads if you wanted. They all are wearing like trinkets of Grumsh, that you could probably like maybe like with a check of some sorts to persuade the mayor to take them as proof. You might be able to get away with that.
I hope the mayor doesn't think that I'm gonna put a bag full of heads and bring it to the middle of town. Like,
I mean, bounty hunting is like that, it's a bloody business.
Dude,
I am
I
just a minor.
I'm mixing up campaigns. We don't have a bag of holding in this one, do we?
No.
Okay.
We had a purple one.
Yeah,
you guys did get like a little minor bag of holding, didn't you? That's true.
Yeah, that's what I was like, I know we have it in one, but I just can't remember.
You guys have a bag
Which
of...
one?
We have a bag of holding in this one, and then we have a... You need to write this down on your character sheets, guys. We have a minor bag of holding here, and a possible bag of holding in the other one, because Bebop can make one.
Sure.
So yeah, if you want
So yeah, I will suggest to the party that we just take their trinket, their necklace, or whatever, instead of
it's like a little
taking
badge.
heads and stuff.
Yeah, tell the guy who asked us to fuck off with the actual physical heads, like, that's so gross, what's wrong with you?
I've been putting the heads in the bag without Solrun noticing the whole time. Yeah, sure, we can do trinkets.
Sever a head without us noticing?
I said without Solrun noticing. You guys can know if you want.
I'm gonna say it's getting a little late, So I think, let me see here. I think this is where we can call it. I'm just trying to do it in a way that is narratively good.
Did anyone keep track of how many orcs we killed?
2 at the door, 3 in the front room, at least 3 in here.
It was 4 in the front room and 3 in here.
Okay.
So it was
9?
Yeah, 9 total so far. Some of them you haven't like gotten to their trinkets yet because they're on a ledge, but we're just gonna fucking ignore that. We're gonna ignore that. That's lame. That's lame.
Hey, look, when they died, the trinkets fell off their bodies.
Oh, that's
onto the
crazy. Oh
floor.
man. How lucky. Oh, that's cool.
When they died, my arrows pierced their heads completely, and they rolled off into the.
So anyway, as you guys are looting this room, the camera pans out down a little bit further into the network of caverns. We zoom in on a makeshift throne where a large ogre sits on and is picking a spot in his teeth with like a sharpened dwarf bone. And he says, intruders here. They will find themselves no match for great Ulfi. And that's where we'll end for tonight. Yay! You did it.
Hip bone connected to the dwarf bone. The dwarf bone's connected to the tiefling bone.
No.
Has Tyler ever sung you my rendition of that song from high school?
Nope.
No.
The
Go
left bone's connected to the left bone. The left bone's connected to the left bone. The left bone's connected to the left bone. These are all the bones.
It's like to the tune of Roundabout. No big deal. So yeah. I'm sorry that I didn't prep the dungeon very well. I was expecting the exploration bit to last a lot longer. That teaches me what thing or two. Because you guys pretty much almost cleared the entire place out. The first bit of it anyway.
That's why we always go left.
So, yeah. Did everyone have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
I'm
Neni.
tired.
Yeah, I know you're probably tired. Thank you for joining us, Sam. It's always great to play with you. Thank you guys for joining. It's great to have you again, Brandon. I think next week Mark is doing more final stuff. We'll have to check and see if we're going to be doing more Forge of Fury or if we're going to be doing more Descent. It's up in the air right now.
Okay.
Yeah, in the interest of people being tired, I guess we won't do our little my personal favorite little what do you like? But you know, you can tell me. And this episode, by the way, definitely got to be called Kneecapitation, right? Like that's just a given.
Yeah.
Kind of what I figured, but yeah. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and end it.